The center from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, Austin Calamus. Batting third, wearing number 8, the right fielder from Cal State Bakersfield, batting fourth, wearing 24, your designated hitter tonight from Utah Tech, Will Chambers. Batting fifth, wearing number 4, the first baseman from the College of the Canyons, Doyle Payne. Batting sixth, wearing number 20, playing shortstop tonight from the University of Southern California, Mikey Payne. Batting seventh, wearing number 43, the left fielder from the College of the Canyons, Alex Sepulveda. Batting eighth, wearing number 11, the second baseman from St. Mary's College of California, Nick Kirkpatrick. Batting ninth, wearing number 1, your third baseman from Fresno State, Travis Welker. And your starting pitcher tonight from the Raptors, number 44, from the University of California, Santa Barbara, Ryan Harvey. The Raptors head coach is Chris Coda. Assistant coach, Nick Allen. Pitching coach is Tyler Raskin. And now, fans, let's welcome our mascot, Rally the Raptor! Also, please welcome our bat boy for tonight's game, sponsored by Hope Homes. Our bat boy tonight is 9-year-old Hudson Daniel from Union Lane School. Hudson, give us another one. Go back out there and give us another one, Hudson. Everybody, see that? Go ahead, Hudson. He's ready. Let's make sure Hudson's fans are pumped up tonight. Standing in home plate right now are tonight's umpires, as assigned by the West Coast League. Behind the plate tonight is Nick Hudlow. The base umpire is Elijah Besser. Fans, please be aware that a ball or bat or portion of a bat may leave the playing field at any time in any of the spectator areas. We remind you to pay attention while you enjoy the game tonight. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Remove your hats and direct your attention to the flag outside the left field fence as Serena Fector from the Raptor staff leads us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so grandly streaming, and the rocket's red glow
Well done, Serena. Thank you. We'd like to welcome a special group with us tonight. Up here in the Home Plate Club is Vancouver's own Outside. Doing a little group corporate outing. We always enjoy it when there's somebody up here in the bird's nest with us having some fun. Welcome to Outside.
This is Ridgefield Raptors baseball. The pregame show starts right now.
Well, big series tonight that begins with the Ridgefield Raptors and the Bellingham Bells, the top team in the West Coast League in terms of win percentage. And the Ridgefield Raptors, which very nearly captured the first half title in the Southern Division. So two of the best teams in the West Coast League going at it this week in a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday series here from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Should be a fun one. Thanks for joining us on the Ridgefield Raptors live stream. I'm Josh Warden. Bellingham coming in at 21-8 in league play this year. And they've been on a hot streak at a 10-game winning stretch earlier this summer. They've been playing well all year. Ridgefield right there with them. Only a couple games behind in the standings and the different division, so they're not battling against each other for a playoff berth, but these are counting games in the West Coast League. In a big series for Ridgefield, which did come off a series loss against Yakima Valley this weekend. So a big opportunity to get back on the right side here tonight. Ridgefield 17-12. On the year. Here's the starting lineups for both teams as Ridgefield takes to the field for their warm-up pitches here for Ryan Harvey, who's on the mound tonight. Here is the starting lineup for Hayden Hastings' crew. He's the interim skipper today. We'll have Adam Gieselin back shortly, but Hastings, the manager today for Bellingham. Leading off for the Bells and playing first base from Washington State, Elijah Hainline. Batting second, the DH, Cole Hage from Columbia University. In the 3-hole for Bellingham, the third baseman from University of Michigan, Jack Van Remortel. Cleanup hitter and left fielder from Oregon State, Justin Thorstensen. The Canadian is the cleanup guy for the Bells tonight. Behind him and playing short from Hacienda Heights, Christopher Campos, plays for St. Mary's College, a two-way guy. Batting sixth, the catcher, Blake Conrad from Edmonds Community College. His Triton teammate from Edmonds Community is Jaden Matthews, who bats seventh and plays right field. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Toussaint Bythewood from UCLA, incoming freshman. Batting ninth, the second baseman, headed to Lewis Clark State this year, Cody Russell. and he plays second base. On the mound today, returning Bell, Wesley Moore, out of Vancouver, British Columbia, facing his counterpart for Ridgefield, a returning Raptor. So 2 pitchers coming back to the West Coast League. Harvey, who made 9 starts last year in a Raptors uniform, and now he's making his 13th career start for the Ridgefield Raptors. 3 starts so far for Ryan. His first out will get him to 10 innings on the year, an ERA of 3.72. Leading off for Chris Coda's crew today and playing catcher. Good to see him back. Jacob Sharp in the lineup, leading the league in slugging percentage. Headed to UNLV this year. Batting second, the center fielder from Cal Poly, Austin Cavanis. Batting third, the right fielder, Trent Prokes. Will Chambers bats fourth, the DH. Doyle Kane bats fifth, the first baseman. Mikey Kane bats sixth, the shortstop, Alex Sepulveda. In the 7-hole, the left fielder, Nate Kirkpatrick, gets the spot, batting eighth and in second base. And Justin Trimble will play the hot corner today and play third base. Well, we're ready to go. Ryan Harvey has finished his warm-up pitches, and Elijah Hainline will step in, wearing their new powder blue uniforms, just breaking those out this year. One of their first games wearing them. Gray pants, blue caps. Ridgefield in the home maroon uniforms, white pants, and white caps. Ryan Harvey into the line, and the first pitch, foul tip into the glove of Jacob Sharp. And an 0-1 count to Elijah Hainline out of Spokane, and plays his college ball in Pullman for Brian Green at Washington State. Right-handed batter against right-handed pitcher. Breaking ball high from Ryan Harvey, and it's 1-1. So Ridgefield coming in 17-12. Really good record, but they did not get off to the start in the second half that they wanted in their first series after the midway. As the fastball is roped into right center, that gets down for a base hit. Elijah Hainline around first. He'll dig for 2. The ball gets all the way to the wall, and he will cruise into second for a leadoff double for Elijah Hainline, his 10th of the year. Right up there near the top of the West Coast League standings in doubles. Came in tied with Mikey Kane. And with that double, he ties the league lead. His 10th double on the year. Elijah Hainline with an extra base hit to right center field. Got to the wall on a few bounces. And now it's Cole Hage to the plate. Bellingham, a really solid team. They're 21-8. Best record in the league. They won the first half, so they've already got a playoff berth. Not wanting to slow down. Now a fastball from Ryan Harvey to Cole Hage, who's leading the team in batting average, just under 400 on the year. And 3 home runs for the Columbia University player from Fargo, North Dakota. He's DHing today. 388 is the batting average. Right-hand batter against right-hand pitcher. Now runners going from second on the fastball, swing and a miss. The throw into left field. And Hainline will run home. The throw in from left will not nearly be in time. And that scores a run. So Jacob Sharp trying to throw down to third to get Hainline. He'll get credit for a stolen base from third, and then E2. And we'll get home on the missed throw. And so a run is scored before Bellingham records an out. Good running by Hainline to cause some trouble on the base paths. And it's 1-0 Bellingham. The 1-1 pitch is inside to Cole Hage. No longer an RBI opportunity for the right-hand hitter. As Ryan Harvey gives up what is currently an unearned run, but could change depending on the rest of the inning. 2-1 fastball low, but catches the bottom of the zone. Strike 2. Our home plate umpire tonight, Nick Hudlow. And in the field today, Elijah Bester. They made the trip over from Yakima, where Ridgefield played in his most recent series with the same umpire and crew. We'll see him for 9 games in a row. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, tap foul behind home plate. And stays a 2-2 count to Cole Hage. 1-0 Bellingham. They're in the top of the first. Good start with a double for Hainline. And he advances to third on a stolen base and scores on the same sequence. Ryan Harvey trying to record the first out here. 2-2 pitch from the UCSB Gaucho is low. Ball 3. Harvey stands at 6'3", 185. Has spent 3 years so far playing for Andrew Checketts down in Santa Barbara. He's originally from Roseville, California. Into the line for the payoff pitch. Fastball hit on a line to left field. Tough play, and Sepulveda has to play it on a bounce. Had a chance at it at first, but it was tailing towards the line, and the wind a little gusty, and he couldn't get a good read on it, and it bounces in front of Sepulveda. It's a base hit for Hage. Into left field on a 3-2 pitch. And 2 guys have both reached on back-to-back hits here in the first. Jack Van Remortel is the batter. Bellingham gets their top 3 guys in the order in terms of batting average in the top 3 spots. Hage leads the team. He bats second. Hainline is second on the team in batting average. He led off, and Remortel's third on the team and bats third. He fouls the first pitch off. And an 0-1 count to Jack Van Remortel out of University of Michigan. Originally from Indiana. 5 doubles and 5 home runs on the year for Remortel. Steps in with a runner on first, nobody out yet, and a 1-0 lead. Pretty strong win from left to right, and a fastball for a strike, swung on, and it's 0-2. Usually the wind blows out to the right here in Ridgefield. It is doing that, just stronger than normal. Very strong wind out towards right field, and really more directly across left to right. But it wouldn't hurt with the fly ball out to right. 0-2 pitch with a runner going. Breaking ball swung on and missed. The throw to second is not in time. And so it's a strikeout, stolen base combo for the Bells. It is the first out of the inning. Cole Hage advances into scoring position. Remortel down on strikes. And now Justin Thorstensen will get an at-bat. And Chris Cota comes over to chat with Nick Hudlow, perhaps asking if he had a better view on it or maybe if there was interference on the play. Perhaps he wants an interference call. Maybe he thought Van Remortel stepped into the plate and in the way of Jacob Sharp, which with strike 3 would be a double play if that call was made, but it will not be. And so no interference is ruled, if that indeed was what Cota was requesting. Justin Thorstensen, the batter, his 17th at-bat of the year. Two-way player, normally pitches or DHs. Has played a few innings of left field. He's doing that today. Swings to the first offering and fouls it away. Spent 2 years playing for Mitch Canham at Oregon State in the Pac-12 and was used as a pinch hitter over this past season and a reliever. Don't have a lot of left-handers, so he got a few innings this year. Not a ton, but a decent amount of playing time for Oregon State. The 0-1 pitch to Justin is a foul tip into the glove and an 0-2 count for JT. Canadian guy, really nice kid. Enjoyed getting to know him in Corvallis this year and got to talk to him a little bit before today's game. Hails from Langley, British Columbia. Playing his college ball in Corvallis and his summer league in Bellingham. Takes a pitch down and away, 1-2. Oregon State wants him to be a two-way, which he has been, but play more in the field. They think maybe some left field this year. Has played some first base, but will probably see more opportunity in left. 1-2 breaking ball hit high and foul. And stays a 1-2 count. Oregon State has a really good first baseman in Garrett Forrester, and so innings are hard to come by at first for any Oregon State guys. So perhaps some left field where Oregon State is graduating or sending probably to the pros Wade Meckler, former Raptor, in fact, who played for Ridgefield last year. There's a change-up, just low. Ball 2. 2-2 to Thorstensen. So he's college teammates with Meckler and Forrester. McDowell, also an outfielder. Micah McDowell, Brady Casper, both Ridgefield Raptors players last year. And Jaron Hunter. 2-2 pitch swung on, again fouled away. Good at-bat for Thorstensen. 3 hits on the year, 16 at-bats, 1 RBI. Good friends with Nate Kirkpatrick, current Ridgefield Raptors player, and they were talking before today's game, got to see each other. Fun to see them reconnect. It had been a while. And Thorstensen said, I barely recognize you. I reintroduced him. I don't think he knew that Kirkpatrick was on this team. Or then he was reminded, so where is he? And so I said, oh, he's over there. I'll walk with you over to Nate. And so I got to see them reconnect for the first time in a while. 2-2 pitch taken just inside, ball 3. 3-2 to Justin Thorstensen. Runner on second, 1 out. A 1-0 lead for Bellingham, top of the first. Ryan Harvey trying to get a big out here, limit damage. Runner in scoring position. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball, high and outside. And there's runners on first and second now after the long at-bat. And Thorstensen is rewarded with a base on balls. An 8-pitch at-bat. And now Chris Campos coming up. Playing shortstop today. He's from Jared Lucas territory, Hacienda Heights, California. He takes the first pitch just above the belt. And it's ball 1 to Campos with runners in first and second. Still only 1 out in the inning. 1 run has scored. Harvey comes back with a 1-0 pitch, grounded towards third. Trimble fields in foul territory. And so it is strike 1 on Campos. That run now earned. Originally came in on an error but with the single by Cole Hage, that unearned run changes to an earned run. So 1 earned off of Ryan Harvey, who has been getting better with each start. Gave up 3 earned against Cowlitz in his first start this year. Had to leave in the 3rd inning. Got chased early. That was his debut this season. Gave up just 1 earned against Victoria, his 2nd start. And then scoreless against Corvallis, 3 1/3 innings. Gave up just 2 hits to the 14 batters he faced. Here's a ground ball again to Trimble's way. And the third baseman can't get to it this time. It's okay. It's a foul ball again. 2-2 the count to Chris Campos. Plays for St. Mary's College. Could be teammates this year with Nate Kirkpatrick, who's the second baseman right now, standing about 110 feet away from him. It's also possible that they won't be college teammates, that is, if Christopher Campos gets drafted this year, which I'm hearing is a pretty likely possibility. 2-2 pitch swung on, bloop to right field. Trent Prokes coming in, dealing with the sun a little bit, but makes the catch. And that's the second out of the inning. Blake Conrad, the batter. Out of Edmonds Community College. So Ridgefield giving up 1 run this inning, but an out here would limit damage, whereas a base hit could score a run here from Conrad, just playing his 2nd game. 1 for 2 in his debut Sunday at Port Angeles. Now getting an at-bat here in the 1st inning, and a fastball low for ball 1. A double and a single to start this inning for Elijah Hainline and Cole Hage. Since then, a strikeout, a walk, a flyout. Ryan Harvey settling down, 1-0 pitch, hit foul down the right field side. In the sun here in Ridgefield, not terribly hot, but pretty good temperatures. 77 degrees as we speak. Sunset at 8:59 p.m. tonight. Just getting back in front of the 9 p.m. hour with sunset. We reached about 9:05 around the solstice, but moving back earlier. 1-1 fastball high for ball 2. Blake Conrad from San Marcos, California is the catcher today for the Bells. Again, who are 21-8 on the year. Heck of a start for Bellingham this season. 2-1 pitch. Runners going to third. Sharp can't hold the ball. And a clean stolen base for Cole Hage. And so he gets the stolen base. The trail runner, Thorstensen, did not advance on the play. So now it's runners in the corners with 2 down, as Cole Hage manages to steal both bases, 2nd and 3rd, in this inning. Stole 2nd 2 batters ago when Van Remortel struck out. And then he spent about 13 pitches at 2nd base before stealing 3rd. Took him a while, but he finally timed up Harvey. Now Thorstensen bluffs on a steal and a foul ball from Conrad. And it's strike 2 on Blake. 3-2 the count, 2 outs. Harvey 1 strike away from preventing a crooked number here in the 1st inning. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to allow 1, keep it close, or 1 bad pitch away from 2 runs on the board, or he could walk the bases loaded here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on in the 1st. Thorstensen goes. It's a foul ball down the right field side. Both runners will be off, although Hage obviously not needing to sprint too fast, but he can take a few steps down the line on the 3-2 offering. Harvey, a long inning here. An 8-pitch walk to Thorstensen earlier was the longest at bat. He's already up to 32 pitches just in the 1st inning. Infield playing straight up. Big pitch here to Blake Conrad. 3-2, swung on, hit well to right field. Trent Prokes back to the warning track. He is up, and that ball is gone, I think, or did it hit the top of the wall? Did that stay in? It hit the top of the fence. I thought it got over, but it stays in the yard. And so it'll still score 2 runs as Thorstensen was running on the pitch. I guess it clipped off the top of the wall and stayed in the yard as Blake Conrad gets a couple inches away from his first home run. He does get 2 RBIs out of it, and it's now 3-0 in the 1st inning. With the wind blowing heavily out to right field, although not quite as much as it was earlier, Conrad gets a double out of it and 2 RBIs. And it scores Hage and Thorstensen. And now it's Jaden Matthews, the batter. First pitch strike as Harvey runs it up to 95 miles an hour on the gun. I'm sure a bit frustrated with the first inning, but trying to get out of it here. Leave a runner in scoring position. Gets another foul, or a foul ball, another strike, 0-2. Jaden Matthews is making his debut. So the 6 and 7 hole hitters just starting out there, getting more at-bats here. Conrad just had his third at-bat as a Bell, whereas Matthews, this is his first plate appearance as a Bell. 0-2 pitch, stays alive by fouling it back. He's also from Edmonds Community College, just like Conrad. He was standing at second base after his 2-out double. 3-0 Bells in the series opener here at the Rourke. Game 2 tomorrow, also at 6:35, same for Thursday. The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball swung on and missed, and Harvey does get out of it, stranding a runner in scoring position, but some damage done. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error along the way, 1 run stranded at second, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. We head to the bottom of the first. It's the Ridgefield Raptors coming up, and the Bellingham Bells 3.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Welcome back to the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Fun series here between Ridgefield and Bellingham. Be the only series these two teams will play on the summer. Had 6 games last year between these two programs, and it was a fun little matchup between the two. A lot of close games. Enjoyed Joe Martin Field out in Bellingham. Won't see it this year. Just one 3-game series here at the Rourke, and these two teams will not face each other again, save for, if they both make it to the championship, in which case it would be a 1-game series on August 12th, thereabouts. But other than that, these are the only 3 games they could possibly play. This is the opener of this series and a 6-game homestand for the Raptors, trying to get off on the right foot. But Bellingham jumps out in front, a 3-run inning in the top of the first, so now it's up to Jacob Sharp in the offense to get some of those runs back. Right-handed hitting catcher out of Fullerton College, headed to UNLV this year. Wesley Moore on the mound, and the left-hander gets a swinging strike on the first pitch. And it's 0-1. 3-0, Bellingham in front, bottom of the first inning. And now Jacob Sharp at the plate. Good to see him back. Didn't play in Yakima this weekend, but he's ready to go for this homestand. And really good hitting catcher. 0-1 pitch to him is inside, ball 1. Sharp hitting .343 on the summer. Some serious pop. 6 doubles, 6 home runs. Was tied for the league lead in homers. One guy from Kamloops has a couple more. League lead is 8 at the moment. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed on the off-speed. Strike 2. Sharp playing his 19th game of the year now for the Raptors. 21 RBIs. Had 3 doubles a couple games ago against Corvallis in one game. 1-2 pitch is swung on, stays alive by slapping it foul behind home plate. 3 doubles against Corvallis. That ties the Ridgefield record with 3 in a game, and it was the 3rd time that it ever happened for a player to have 3 doubles in a single contest. Happened twice last year. Didn't happen a single time in 2019, the Raptors' first ever season. And once this year, it was Jacob Sharp. He's at the plate. 1-2 pitch to him. Swung on. Lasered right back up the middle. And a base hit. Toussaint Bythewood has to come over a long ways in dead center. He was shaded heavily to right center. And goes down as a base hit. He does cut it off. And a 2-strike single for Jacob Sharp. Austin Cavanis bats second today for the Raptors. 3-0 deficit first inning. But a leadoff base hit for Jacob Sharp. And now from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, the pride of Chico, California, Austin Cavanis steps in. Ridgefield come in a team that was one game away from winning the Southern Division in the first half this year. If they had won the finale against Corvallis, would have secured a playoff berth. They lost that game, still won the series against the Knights. Now they're facing a team that did win their own division, Bellingham from the north, and so they did lock up a berth to the postseason. Cavanis takes a strike from Wesley Moore. 0-1 the count from the Port Sider. Then a two-seam fastball up and in. He swings and pops it up to second base. And Cody Russell is underneath it. And Russell makes the catch. One down here in the first inning. Trent Prokes comes up. The right fielder today hitting .373 on the summer. Second in the league in batting average. With 4 doubles, 11 RBIs. Out of Modesto Junior College. Good couple of years there. Parlayed that into a D1 opportunity. He's transferring to Cal State Bakersfield this year. First pitch to him is a two-seamer outside, ball 1. Runner on first, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Ridgefield trailing 3-0 to Bellingham. Bellingham, the only team in the league this year with a winning percentage over 70%. A 1-0 two-seamer again for a strike, or this time for a strike, I should say. Evens the count 1-1. 72.4% winning percentage for Bellingham. They keep that up, they'll do some serious damage around the league and be in good position. They do have a playoff berth already, but they still have something to play for in the playoffs with home field advantage up for grabs. 1-1 off-speed is outside, ball 2. Of course, any team has something to play for. You don't want to be on a 27-game losing streak going into the postseason, although they could have lost 27 in a row, still gotten in by winning the first half. But, of course, that's no sort of rhythm. Plus, the team with, they have home field advantage round 1 regardless, but in the second and third rounds, the divisional championship and the West Coast League championship, home field advantage is determined by better win percentage from the whole summer, not just first half. And so that's up for grabs depending on what Bellingham does. Of course, they got to get past the first round, which they may very well do. Didn't do it last year. They lost to Yakima Valley in the first round a year ago. 3-1 the count to Trent Prokes. Slaps one to the left field side and into left. It's another single for the Raptors. 2 base hits out of the first 3 guys in the order. Jacob Sharp to second. Trent Prokes with the base hit to left. And now there's 2 on. Will Chambers to the plate. Last year's home run hitter, home run leader in the league with 8 dingers. That's going to be surpassed. I said at the beginning of the year, I think there will be more than 8 home runs hit by a player this year. Some player around the league will do it. Last year, Will Chambers had 8, and that was most in the league, and was alone in first. This year, he's got 4 so far, but the league lead is 8 already. First pitch swung on and missed. 2 on, 1 out. First inning, down by 3. Tying run at the plate. Chambers hitting .261 this summer. Played his most recent college ball at Utah Tech, or also known as Dixie State, out of Valverde, California. Switch hitter against Wesley Moore here, the southpaw. 0-1 pitch down and in, ball 1. And we are barely halfway through the season, already 8 home runs. Last year, there was only 48 league games. This year, expanded back to 54 like it used to be. And so for that reason, I would gather there'd be more than 8 home runs hit by some player, and we're not even 48 through, and easily already back to 8 with the guy from Kamloops up there with 8 dingers on the year. Jacob Sharp is 6. He's standing at second base. Will Chambers got 4 dingers. He's at the plate. 2 on, 1 away. 1-1 the count from Moore. Fastball swung on and fouled away. And Chambers has 2 strikes now. Doyle Kane is on deck. Mikey Kane would bat 6th. Alex Sepulveda in the 7-hole today for Ridgefield. Then Nate Kirkpatrick and Justin Trimble are in the lineup. Travis Welker, a late scratch today. He was in the lineup until moments before first pitch. Could not go. Think he'll be all right. Be able to make it back in the lineup tomorrow or the day after. 1-2 breaking ball. Swung on and missed. And Chambers makes the second out of the inning. 2 down for Doyle Kane, trying to come up with a big base hit. Even if the Raptors don't come back to tie this inning, just to get a single here, maybe score 1 run, get on the board, chip away at the deficit, would be pretty big. After Bellingham throws the first punch, 3-0. And Ridgefield comes back with a couple singles this inning, already a good sign. But if they don't score here, having to go back to the second inning, still down 3-0, go back to the field. Not the end of the world, but you definitely want at least a run here if you can. Kane takes a strike at the knees. At a College of the Canyons. 0-1 the count to Doyle, 2 down. Bottom half of the first. Outfield shifting to the right. The wind is blowing that way. Bythewood playing well into the right center gap. 0-1 breaking ball. Kane swings and does not get it. I don't think I've ever seen a center fielder shaded, at least not here in the Rourke this season, shaded this heavily to right field. But I get it. The wind is really blowing out to right, and Kane does like to take it the opposite way. In BP, he will often slice it down the right field line, so I don't blame him. 0-2 pitch, swung on, rope to left field, over the third baseman, Van Remortel. It'll score Jacob Sharp. Prokes motoring to third. They're going to wave him home. Prokes coming in. The throw from Thorstensen is cut off, and it's a 2 RBI double for Doyle Kane. The Raptors get 2 runs back here in the first inning. And the 4th extra base hit of the year for the College of the Canyons kid, Doyle Kane. Big 2 RBI hit for Doyle Kane. His clutch hit with 2 outs right after Ridgefield gave up 3 runs in the first. Would, like I said, be pretty disappointing to come away stranding a couple. And Kane on 2 strikes, 2 outs on an 0-2 pitch. And gets 2 ribbies out of it. He's the tying run at second base. His brother, Mikey Kane, at the plate. Swings under it. And it's 0-1. Mikey Kane celebrating his 21st birthday yesterday. Doyle, who turned 22 a couple months ago, is in scoring position. Mikey, with his first at-bat as a 21-year-old. The 1-strike pitch to him is swung on and fouled back. Both from Santa Clarita. Went to high school at St. Francis, not too far away, but about a 40-minute commute to La Cañada. Their college ball last couple of years at College of the Canyons, both finishing up their time there at COC. They'll announce their new college shortly. Doyle and Mikey, 0-2 at the count, 2 down. Doyle had an 0-2 pitch that he doubled on. Now Mikey, his brother, has an 0-2 pitch. Can the younger follow the older? Here's the offering. Mikey swings and foul tip into the glove. And strike 3. Well, Ridgefield still does get 2 runs, a big 2. And they cut into the lead. Just a 1-run game now as both teams notch 3 hits in the first inning. And both teams strand a runner at second. High-scoring ball game so far. Ryan Harvey back to the mound to try to turn it into more of a pitcher's duel when we return. 3-2 the lead for Bellingham after 1 inning.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
We've had some high-scoring games here at this ballpark, and including this series between Ridgefield and Bellingham, or this historic series, not this series, this is the opener. It is high-scoring so far. 5 runs in the first inning. 3 by Bellingham, 2 by Ridgefield. We head to the second. Toussaint Bythewood will lead off against Ryan Harvey. Both teams with 3 hits, and Bellingham a 1-run lead. Fastball low to begin the second inning. We had a game last season here at the Rourke. 25 runs scored between these two teams. Ridgefield got the better of the Bells that day, a 15-10 win. Last year, 20 hits for Ridgefield, which was the second most all-time for the Raptors. 1-0 breaking ball, high chopper to third. Justin Trimble waits on it, throws to first in time. A little bit high, but Doyle Kane snags it, and it's a 5-3 putout to retire Bythewood. Cody Russell, the batter. One down here in the second. Ryan Harvey settled down after giving up a leadoff double and then a single. Then struck out the next guy, then a walk, then a fly out, although a little bit of a dagger as the first pitch grounded into second base side, and Kirkpatrick dives for it. It's past him into right, and a first pitch single for Cody Russell. And so he's aboard with one away. Off of Ryan Harvey, the dagger, if you will. Dagger isn't really the right word, but just a little punch in the gut. Blake Conrad with 2 outs. Got the double to right field, almost got over the wall. Harvey was close to giving up just 1 run in the first. Breaking ball for a strike to Elijah Hainline. Back to the top of the order here. And the Bells, a pretty potent lineup. Pitching is really their calling card. Probably the best pitching staff in the league, but they're hitting really well today. Breaking ball, he fouls it back. 4 hits through the first time through the order against a good pitcher. Harvey's a solid right-hand thrower out of UC Santa Barbara. Was their starter and then turned into their shutdown closer this year. And he's on the mound here, but has given up 4 hits so far and 3 runs all earned. 0-2 the count, runner goes. Breaking ball high, the throw to second is in time. And Kirkpatrick on the second tag, then he gets him. So apparently the throw is not in time because Elijah Bester did not call him out. But Cody Russell slides past the bag. It ultimately goes down as a caught stealing. I thought he had the tag on him before the bag, but perhaps Bester just made sure and calls him out once he's past the bag. Next pitch is popped up. Shallow left center field. A late break for Cavanis, sands the hat, and he makes the catch. So 2 pitches and 2 outs. And that ultimately is basically a 1-2-3 inning as Harvey faces the minimum in the second inning. Helped out by a caught stealing. Jacob Sharp gets the CS there, guns down Cody Russell at second base. No runs in the second as Harvey, much cleaner inning than the first. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's the Raptors 2 and the Bells 3.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Ridgefield scored 2 runs in the first inning to make it a 1-run game. And then after a clean top of the second, now the Raptors a chance to take a lead. Alex Sepulveda will lead off, followed by Nate Kirkpatrick and Justin Trimble. And so Ridgefield heads to the bottom of the second inning against Wesley Moore. Good first inning at the plate for Ridgefield. Leadoff single by Sharp, Trent Prokes a single, and Doyle Kane the clutch 2-strike, 2-out double to score 2. Sepulveda takes the first pitch inside, ball 1 at 93 miles an hour from Wesley Moore, 6'2", 200-pounder from Vancouver, or from Surrey, British Columbia, is listed on the Kansas State roster where he pitches for the Wildcats. Sepulveda gets under a fly ball to right field, fairly deep and foul. It gets over the retaining wall on the right field side, carried by the wind. Might have stayed in play had it not been for that gust that keeps Sepulveda alive. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wesley Moore transferring to Kansas State. He's a returning Bellingham Bell, just like Ryan Harvey. Now, Ryan pitched for the Raptors last year. He's the starting pitcher today for Ridgefield. Made 8 starts last year for the Raptors. Wesley Moore, also a returning Bell, but not quite the same story there. He played for Bellingham not last year, not in 2020, not in 2019, 2018. 4 years ago, played for Bellingham, and then comes back to reprise his role as a Bells pitcher. And is making his first start on the summer, his second appearance. Misses down and in. It's 2-1 to Sepulveda. And then a fastball tight for ball 3. Wesley Moore played for the Bells back in 2018, back when he was at Cal State Northridge. He has since transferred to Kansas State in the meantime. 3-1 pitch to Sepulveda is spiked, ball 4. And Alex Sepulveda leads off with a walk. And that'll bring up Nate Kirkpatrick with nobody out. Wesley Moore made 8 starts for the Bells back in 2018, pitching for Jim Clem and the Bells. Clem, who finished his tenure with the Bells last year, retiring, longtime pitching coach with the Bells, terrific coach. And they were always a good pitching team with Jim, and still a good team this year, even without him. Here's Kirkpatrick taking the first pitch up, ball 1. Bellingham had the best ERA as a club back in 2018 when Wesley Moore was pitching. They also had the best ERA last year. They tend to do that. And they have the best ERA this year so far. Moore himself had a 3.26 ERA that summer, 4 years ago, playing in the Bellingham Bells uniform. 1-0 pitch. Kirkpatrick tying to bunt. He does put it in fair territory. Fielded by Moore. He throws to first and gets the out. A sac bunt for Nate Kirkpatrick as Ridgefield plays for a run here. And gets the tying run into scoring position. Justin Trimble will be the batter at UC Santa Barbara. Wesley Moore had 38 innings that summer back in 2018. Wore a different jersey number. He wore 28 that year. He has switched to 13 this summer. At the time, he was listed at 6'2", 170. He's apparently gained 30 pounds over his college career, put on some muscle. He's now 6'2", 200, as the Kansas State roster lists him. First pitch just outside to Trimble, 1-0. So Wesley Moore, his second year as a Bell, made just 1 appearance so far this summer out of the bullpen, went 2 1/3 innings at Corvallis, just 2 hits allowed and no runs. 1-0 pitch to Trimble is on the outside, strike 1. 1-1 the count, 1 away. Tying run at second for the Raptors in the second inning. Moore faced 11 batters in Corvallis in his debut this summer, struck out 5 of those 11 against the Knights, walked just 1 and 2 hits. But he gives up his first couple of runs on the summer today in the first inning. The 1-1 pitch to Trimble, thinks about swinging, maybe has, and just holds back. On appeal, no swing. And 2-1 the count to the left-hand hitting third baseman, Justin Trimble. Tying run at second, big RBI opportunity for Trim. In his 11th game played on the summer for the Raptors, his 30th at-bat. Outfield playing fairly deep to him. 2-1 the count from Wesley Moore. Fastball outside. And it's 3-1 to Justin Trimble. If they walk him, first base is open. It would bring up Jacob Sharp, the league leader in slugging percentage. Granted, he doesn't have enough plate appearances to qualify, just barely does Sharp. He's in the on-deck circle. 3-1 the count to Trimble. Here's the pitch. Fastball, ground ball, third base side into the outfield. It'll score a run. Sepulveda cruising home. Trimble wanting a double out of it. The cutoff throw not in time. He dives in head first. Justin Trimble gets the double to score the tying run. It's 3-3 here in Ridgefield.
Another cash donation from Safeway and Albertson.
It scores Sepulveda. And the second double today down the left field line as Doyle Kane had an RBI two-bagger. And Justin Trimble does the same. Going opposite way down the line and grounds it past Van Remortel. And into the corner. Tie score here after Ridgefield gave up a 3 spot in the first inning. And they come back to tie it 1 inning later in the bottom of the second. Jacob Sharp, the batter, still only 1 out in the inning. Go ahead run at second. Fastball up and tight, ball 1 to Jacob Sharp. Now, I mentioned he's leading the league in slugging percentage if he had enough plate appearances to qualify, which he doesn't, but just barely. You need 2.7 plate appearances per game to be on the league leaderboard. Not that it matters that much. It's just stats. It doesn't matter all that much, but it's kind of fun to say leading the league and see your name up at the top of the board as Sharp takes a ball high, and Conrad will come out to chat with Wesley Moore. Runner on second, 1 out, high score in the second inning. Now, if Jacob Sharp gets 5 plate appearances today, that would get him to the requisite number, as this is Ridgefield's 30th game on the summer. And so he needs just 5 plate appearances today. Hits or walks or hit by pitches, anything will do the job. And the way this game is going so far, 3 runs on the board. He's getting his second at-bat in the second inning. He singled last inning to lead off and scored a run. So if this keeps going like this, I dare say he probably will get 5 plate appearances today. And then he would be in the league leaderboard, no matter what. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Runner on second, 1 out. Wesley Moore ready to go with the 2-0 pitch. It's at the bottom of the zone, strike 1. Now, Sharp would be at the top of the league leaderboard no matter what, because his slugging percentage is so high that as long as he gets 5 plate appearances, even if he strikes out every time, he would still be in first place. That's how much the gap is right now. The 2-1 pitch to him is swung on, fouled back 2-2. His slugging percentage, .701. And the league leader currently of guys who qualify enough plate appearances in the 500s. In fact, not only could he go 0 for 5, he could go 0 for 13 with 13 strikeouts. He would still lead the league in slugging percentage. That's how far of a gap it is. And he's 1 for 1 today, so he's not going to go 0 for 13. 2-2 pitch, off speed, fouled back, and Sharp stays alive. Runner on second, the go-ahead run. Ridgefield giving up 3 runs in the first and have scored 3 unanswered. Tie score, bottom of the second. Jacob Sharp moving into the leadoff spot last series, or 2 series ago, I should say, in Corvallis. And has hit well in that spot. 2-2 pitch to him is down ball 3. He previously was hitting in a few different spots in the lineup, third, cleanup, a lot of times at fifth. He was all over, but not leadoff. Nick Allen, the assistant coach, suggested, let's get him up there in this first spot. In the series opener against Corvallis, the first pitch he saw as the leadoff batter, he torched to left field for a double. First pitch of the game down at Goss Stadium. 3 doubles on the day. Here's the 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and a rare strikeout for Sharp, who does not strike out often, but he does here. He's 1 for 2 on the day, and Austin Cavanis will be the batter. 2 down, go-ahead run at second. Even if Ridgefield does not plant another run here on the board, to come back and tie it in the second inning would be pretty momentous for the Raptors against a good pitching team. Like I said, Bellingham, best ERA in the league. Cavanis, the batter, popped out in his first at-bat. Now with 2 down. Takes the first pitch at the knees, low ball 1. Cavanis, a .288 hitter. 3 doubles, a home run. The 21-year-old from Chico, California, plays for the Mustangs of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Wesley Moore back to the plate with the 1-0. Good strike on the inside. It's 1-1. Ridgefield scoring 2 last inning with Jacob Sharp and Trent Prokes scoring. This inning, Alex Sepulveda led off with a walk and came around to score on the double by Trimble. Trimble still at second. The 1-1 pitch to Cavanis, slapped down the left field side, past the ankles of Chris Cota in the third base coaching box. His 3rd year as the Raptors skipper. And saw the Raptors make the playoffs last year for the first time. Ridgefield and Bellingham have that in common, that they made the playoffs last year and were eliminated in the first round. Just 4 teams made it last year, a smaller playoff format than it is this year, where 8 teams get in. Here's the 1-2 to Cavanis, outside of the changeup, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. Cavanis at the plate, Trent Prokes on deck. Heavy wind out towards right. The outfield shifted a bit towards the right side, but not as much as they have been, just a little shaded to the right. Infield playing straight up with the exception of Campos playing towards the bag. 2-2 pitch, swung on, popped up. Might stay in play. No, it'll get far enough into the seats, or will it? Oh, just barely. It did land on the netting and out of play. I don't think Conrad saw where that ball was at first and never did make much of an attempt at it, but it didn't matter. Landed just a few feet behind the screen and where the overhead netting is, covering the fans behind home plate. Good crowd on hand here at the Rourke. First of 6 games here this week. A lot of home games to catch $3 Tuesday tonight, $3 concession and general admission tickets. Here's the 2-2 pitch, changeup, tapped on along the first base side, and foul. Nick Allen will scoop it up. And the first base coaching box. And Kavanagh stays alive with a 2-2 count. Hey fans, Eden Health is the difference in home health, home care, and hospice. Call today to join our family. That's Eden Health, E-D-E-N. Kavanagh at the plate, runner at second in a tie game, second inning. The 2-2 pitch to Cav is swung on and popped up on the left field side. In play for Van Remortel, struggling with the wind, but gets under it and makes a basket catch. Had trouble seeing it, and the wind was also doing its damage. She actually came back into foul territory in front of the bag and makes the catch to retire Kavanagh. And the side, Ridgefield gets a run, a leadoff walk, and the tying run scores on the double by Justin Trimble. One hit on the inning, both teams with 3 runs and 4 hits. We head to the third inning. Ryan Harvey back out there, pitching again with a tie score. What can he do with it? We'll see after this.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 1:05 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Game here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Bellingham jumps out in front early and scores 3 runs, but the Raptors unfazed. Come back for 2 in the first, tied the score in the second, and we've got a whole new ball game. Third inning tie score. Both teams with 3 runs, 4 hits, and Cole Hage will lead off against Ryan Harvey. First pitch of the third inning is up and away, ball 1 to Hage, who singled and stole second, stole third, and scored in the first inning. The designated hitter doing some damage in the first. Now leading off in the third, 1-0 pitch, a check swing, and did go around. And strike 1, the Fargo, North Dakota native, plays for Columbia University, right-hand hitter. A right-hand heavy lineup today for the Bells. It's only the cleanup man, Thorstensen, who bats on the left side. A slider low for ball 2. To Cole Hage. A .388 hitter leads the team in batting average. 2-1 the count from Ryan Harvey. Into the wind, and the next pitch, slider again. This one for a strike, 2-2. Like I said, both pitchers today, both starting pitchers, returning players to their respective teams. Ryan Harvey second on the team last year for the Raptors in innings pitched, and had the 4th best ERA. 2-2 breaking ball grounded toward short. Mikey Kane fields cleanly, working to his left, throws to first to his brother, and gets it there in time. Mikey to Doyle on the 6-3 putout, and there's 1 away in the third. Jack Van Remortel, the batter. The University of Michigan, the senior, 6'2", 215-pounder. Steps in for a second at-bat of the day. With 1 away, the first pitch to him, a breaking ball in for a strike. Struck out on 3 pitches in the first inning, and now sees his 4th strike of the day from Ryan Harvey. 2.21 ERA last year for Ryan Harvey. Really solid year and pretty big sample size. 0-1 breaking ball is just outside. Harvey going to the slider a little bit more on the second time through the lineup, and they keep asking for appeal. I don't think Elijah Bester saw. Took him a while as Harvey asked, did he go around? I don't think Van Remortel, I don't think he did, and Bester saying no, but it took him a while to realize that's what they were asking. 1-1 pitch is fouled back, 1-2. This year's ERA 3.72, smaller sample size, just his 4th start of the year. And coming off his best performance, no earned runs against Corvallis, just 2 hits to the 14 batters he faced. The 1-2 pitch from Harvey, high looping breaking ball, and Van Remortel goes after it, fouls it down the third base side. And that pitch definitely would have ended above the zone, but Van Remortel not wanting to take a 2-strike pitch anywhere close. Steps back in. He turns 23 next month. Van Remortel with a 1-2 pitch to him, takes it just up and in. Ball 2. Van Remortel on a hot streak, coming off back-to-back games with 2 hits. Had 3 home runs over the last 2 games coming into this one at Port Angeles. 7 RBIs. 2-2 pitches high. 9 RBIs, 6 runs scored, 3 home runs. That's the last 2 games for Jack Van Remortel at the University of Michigan. So it's impressive that Ryan Harvey struck him out on 3 pitches last at-bat. Here's the 3-2 pitch, fouled back. Good at-bat for Van Remortel. Now with 5 doubles and 5 home runs on the year, 22 ribbies. Playing third base today for the Bells. Has seen a couple screamers get past him into left field. Not his fault, but just 2 doubles that have gotten into the left field corner for all 3 of Ridgefield's RBIs. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Van Remortel. Swung on and missed. And the hot hand for the Bells has been stymied by Ryan Harvey. He struck him out twice today. And there's 2 down here in the 3rd inning. Justin Thorstensen, the batter, who walked in the first on 8 pitches and scored. Now comes up with 2 down, nobody on. Tie score. As he's still putting the bat on his shoulder, Harvey comes home with the first pitch and misses low. This time Thorstensen putting the hand up to request time and is more prepared for the 1-0 pitch from Harvey. And that fastball just up and out. Ball 2, 2-0. Justin Thorstensen from Langley, British Columbia, plays at OSU heading into his 3rd year. 2-0 pitch is outside, ball 3. 1 ball away from walking for a second consecutive time. Ryan Harvey hoping for his first 1-2-3 inning. 3-0 pitch is low, ball 4. He won't get it. He has walked Thorstensen twice. And a 2-out base on balls. Christopher Campos will come up. Like I said, a draft prospect, not as a position player. He's starting at shortstop today, but his real strength is pitching. In 5 appearances so far, at 5 innings. No earned runs as a pitcher for Chris Campos. And a 111 batting average allowed. But today he gets the start at shortstop. First pitch to him may have hit him. And it did clip his shoulder. And the first pitch, a hit by pitch. And Ryan Harvey, who had retired 3 in a row and had 2 outs, bases empty, then walks a guy, and on the next pitch hits a guy. And Jacob Sharp goes out for a mound visit. It's now 2 runners on, 2 outs. And Blake Conrad, the batter, who had the 2 RBI double off the top of the wall in his first at-bat, hit the right field fence. And what I was sure off the bat was a home run. And it hit the top of the fence and bounced upward and stayed in the yard. Still scored 2 runs, including Thorstensen, who's now at second base. Tie score, Bellingham hoping to reclaim the lead here in the top of the 3rd. But there are 2 outs. Ryan Harvey from the stretch comes home with a fastball away, ball 1 to Blake Conrad. Just his 2nd game as a Bellingham Bell, but he's actually been with the team for most of the year. Primarily used as a bullpen catcher. Some non-league at-bats, and now his 4th at-bat in league play. 1-0 pitch below the knees. Actually caught the bottom of the zone, strike 1. 1-1. Double in his first at-bat today. He's now 2 for 3 so far this summer from San Marcos, California. 2 on, 2 outs, tie score. Back-to-back free passes. Can Harvey get out of it? Fastball in the dirt. And ball 2. A walk and a hit by pitch on consecutive offerings by Harvey. Both with 2 outs. Any runs that come in would be frustrating ones, but he could strand them both and make light work of it. But his pitch count is rising here. His next offering will be his 66th of the day. The 2-1 pitch, swung on, ground ball towards second. Kirkpatrick running in, fields cleanly, throws to first in time. Ryan Harvey gives up a couple free passes with 2 outs and it doesn't matter all that much. He does not allow a hit in the third inning, nor any runs. He strands 2 along the way. We head to the bottom of the third. Ridgefield hoping to take their first advantage of the game. Tie score here from the Rourke.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel in the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now, what are you waiting for? Apply today.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
To the bottom of the third inning we go. Ridgefield Raptors bringing up the talented Trent Prokes to lead off. Will Chambers and Doyle Kane will follow. Part of the order that produced some runs back in the first inning. Can they do the same here to take a lead in the third? Tie score here at the Rourke. Thanks for joining us on the Raptors live stream. I'm Josh Warden. Excited for this series. 2 of the best teams in the league. Ridgefield 5 games over 500 and in playoff contention. If the season ended today, they would be in. Bellingham for sure is in, winning the first half in the Northern Division. They're 21-8. And now they're trying to win their only series against Ridgefield this summer. This is the opener. Part of a 2-series homestand. Springfield comes in for the weekend series a couple days from now. Trent Prokes to the plate, bottom of the third. Begins with a fastball just elevated. Ball 1 from Wesley Moore. Trent Prokes singled in his first at-bat to left field, going opposite way. He scored later in the inning. 1-0 pitch, swinging, ground ball past the mound and into center field, splitting the middle infielders, and Trent Prokes has himself a 2-for-2 day. A single right back up the middle, and there's more where that came from for Trent Prokes, who might just lead the league in batting average by the time the night is done. He came in second in the league and is 2-for-2. He also extends his streak. This is the 23rd game he has played for the Raptors this summer, and he has been on base every time. All 23 games, including today. Will Chambers up next, 1 on, nobody out in the third inning. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Tie score, nobody away yet. And Chambers comes in to try to advance Trent Prokes. Now Valverde, California, swings the drop 3 bat, 34-inch, 31-ounce. Big lumber for Will Chambers, switch hitter. Has it over his right shoulder. 0-1 off speed for a strike. Swung the same type of bat last year, 34-31. Always has a funny line about that type of bat. Last year he said, if you swing a bat this big the way I do it, if you hit it right, it'll sound like a watermelon falling off a building. That's what he said out of his bat last year. Always good for a one-liner is Will Chambers. The 0-2 pitch to him is high, ball 1. Had a new one-liner this year. Asked him about his bat this season, and he said, you swing this one right, you can kill an elephant. Let's see if he can take one on, maybe just the baseball. Don't need to kill any elephants, Will. See if he can get a good hit. Taps this one foul. It's 1-2. Doyle Kane on deck. Mikey Kane would follow. Nobody out yet in the third. Tie score. Trent Prokes, who does lead the team in stolen bases, he's 8 for 11. But if I had to guess, I don't see him stealing here. 1-2 the count, nobody out. Middle infield edging towards double play combo. There comes Wesley Moore at the fastball, swung on late and strike 3. And there's 1 out here in the third. Doyle Kane, the batter, with his 2 RBI double in his first at bat down the left field line on an 0-2 pitch. 2 outs, down by 3. And got some runs on the board right after Ridgefield had given up 3 in the top of the first. And had he taken another strike, it would have been, let's go to the second inning, down by 3. Kind of a disappointing start. got 2 RBIs out of it as that ball gets past the catcher, and Prokes doesn't advance, kind of frustrated with himself. I don't think he or the catcher Conrad knew where it was at first play, and by the time they both saw it, it was too late for Prokes to advance. It is a ball. Doyle Kane ahead in the count, 1-0. 1 out, third inning, runner on first. Tie score. Outfield shifted to the right. A fastball in, ball 2. Doyle Kane extends his hit streak up to 7 games in a row now with a base hit. This streak began with the Corvallis games where he had back-to-back 3-hit games and has continued to get a base knock every game since. 2-0 the count, and an off-speed on the inside edge. Strike 1 from Wesley Moore. Doyle Kane looking on to his college head coach, Chris Cota. Just played his last year for Chris this spring for the Cougars of College of the Canyons, and this summer with the Raptors. Trent Prokes stealing on the 2-1 hit and run, fouled away. Prokes with a pretty good jump, and Kane slaps it foul behind home plate. It's 2-2. Hey fans, Northwest Food Service is an official sponsor of the Raptors. They supply us with all our concession needs. Eat, drink, be local. Northwest Food Services. $3 Tuesday nights tonight where you can get some of those concessions at a reduced price. Pretty good deals here on a Tuesday evening. 2-2 the count to Doyle Kane. Here comes Moore from the stretch. Swung on, high fly ball to center field. The wind takes it towards right center. Coming in is Bythewood. He makes the catch, losing his cap right as the ball comes to his glove. That ball really got taken. It probably traveled about 20 feet, if not more, to the right than it would have. And you could see it got into the jet stream and just got pushed more towards the right center gap. And Toussaint Bythewood did a good job of reading that trajectory. And he makes the catch. Mikey Kane, the batter. 2 outs, tie score. Runner at first for the Raptors after Trent Prokes' leadoff single. And has not advanced on the last couple of batters. The first pitch to Mikey Kane is swung on and missed. And strike 1 to Mikey. Speaking of hit streaks, Doyle Kane extending his to 7th, while Mikey Kane just snapped an 8-game hit streak in the most recent game, the Yakima Valley finale. The 0-1 pitch to Mikey, actually a throw over to first, and Prokes is back. Now, although he does not have the hit streak going, Mikey does have a 12-game streak of reaching base in each of those 12. Trying to extend that here. Ironically, that 8-game hit streak actually lowered his batting average. He was hitting .319 when it began, and by the time it ended, he had dropped below the 300 mark, despite an 8-game hit streak. Takes a pitch for a strike, it's 0-2. The problem is he just kept on getting one hit. A lot of 1-for-4 games, which is respectable. But a .250 average is lower than .319, and so he kept on going 1-for-4 and dropping the batting average. Is now hitting .287. Prokes is going on the 0-2. It's down and in and no throw. Trent Prokes a stolen base. And now a runner in scoring position for the Raptors. Go-ahead run into second. Trent Prokes scoops up his 9th stolen base of the year. It's 9 for 12. So Mikey Kane open for a 2-strike, 2-out RBI, just like his brother Doyle had in the first inning. Easier said than done. Here comes the pitch from Wesley Moore. Looking back at Prokes. Here comes the 1-2. Mikey Kane gets the barrel on it, but Thorstensen coming over, and he makes the grab in left field. And he is able to put away Mikey Kane. And that's the inning here in the third. Ridgefield strands a runner in scoring position for the third consecutive inning. 1 hit, no runs. And the score remains tied. Through 3 innings of play, the Raptors 3 and the Bellingham Bells 3. Stay with us on the Raptors live stream.
A .380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started. 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors!
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Applies to passenger cars, SUVs, and light trucks only.
Ryan Harvey back on the mound after going 2 consecutive scoreless innings. And that 3-run top of the first seems like a fortnight ago, as Ridgefield has given up enough run support to come back and tie the game. So he's pitching with a tie score, facing the bottom trimester of the order, top of the fourth here, with Ryan Harvey facing Jaden Matthews. First pitch outside for ball 1. Through 3 innings, the visiting Bellingham Bells, 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Ridgefield, 3 runs on 5 hits and 1 error for the Raptors. A relatively inconsequential error, as the runner advancing from third to home on the play and would have scored later in the inning based on the base hits that happened. Not that maybe inconsequential is a too strong of a word, but still an earned run. 2-0 pitch, a big swing and a miss from Jaden Matthews. Second at bat as a Bellingham Bell. He punched out in the first inning. And now his second AB is from Olympia, Washington, and plays for Edmonds Community College. 2-1 breaking ball way high to the backstop. It's 3-1. 3-3 tie, Raptors and Bells. And Jaden Matthews, the hitter. Good team, Edmonds Community College out of the NWAC. They went 34-17 this year, made the playoffs. The 3-1 pitch to him is swung on and hit to right field. Carrying pretty well, Trent Prokes back to the warning track. He stops and makes the catch. With the wind blowing that way, any fly ball to right, it's a little scary. Kind of catch your breath for a little bit, even if it wasn't all that well hit. And that one was decently well hit, but not clubbed, and it got to the warning track. It ends in the glove of Trent Prokes, and there's one away. Here in the fourth, Toussaint Bythewood, the batter, incoming freshman for the Bruins of UCLA. Right-handed hitter against right-handed pitcher. Fourth inning, 1 away. And the base is empty. A fastball across the zone, catches the outside, strike 1 at 90 miles an hour from Ryan Harvey. The 0-1 from Harv, breaking ball low for a ball. He was a starter this year for the Gauchos at first, changed to a bullpen role and became their closer for Andrew Checketts, and saved 11 games this year. 1-1 curve is fouled away. 11 saves, including at 1.5 saves in a row. And by 5 saves in a row, I don't mean that 5 games that he pitched in, he got the save, or 5 consecutive save opportunities he converted. I mean 5 games in a row, 5 consecutive UCSB games. He saved every one. Another foul ball and a breaker here as Bythewood stays alive. 1 out, 1-2 the count. So Harvey got used a lot at the back end of the bullpen. From the wind here with the 1-2 pitch, trying to get the second out of the inning. Breaking ball stays high. Harvey takes an extra look in after that ball is called high, maybe inside. 2-2 the count. Infield playing straight up, a bit towards the lines. Biggest hole right back up the middle. 2-2 pitch to Bythewood, takes it low and away, ball 3. 1 out, Cody Russell on deck. Top half of the fourth inning here, and a tie score. Harvey facing the minimum in the second, and no hits allowed in the third. The full count pitch is down, ball 4. Thought he had the strikeout. He thought it was strike 3 on the breaking ball 2 pitches earlier, and then throws 2 balls and loses Bythewood on a long at bat and a 1-out walk for Toussaint. 7-pitch walk. And now Cody Russell, the batter. I mentioned that Harvey got a lot of saves, 11 of them this year for UCSB. One of them against Cal State Fullerton. The first pitch up and into Russell, ball 1. Cal State Fullerton, the home of Caden Connor, former Raptors player, had a really good year for Ridgefield last summer and went back down to Fullerton to play for the Titans this spring. 1-0 pitch, a check swing, and did go around. Did Russell. It's 1-1. In one of those saves, Ryan Harvey got the final out of the game. 2-run ball game. He faces Caden Connor, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. And got him to ground out to end the game. To former Raptors teammates. Ryan Harvey misses high. It's ball 2. Harvey also faced Dixie State in a game where Will Chambers was playing. Chambers playing for the Raptors last year and this year, although Harvey did not face him in an at-bat against Dixie State. Though UCSB did get the final laugh in that single Tuesday game, a walk-off win in the 10th inning for the Gauchos. And so Ryan Harvey could celebrate. Will Chambers is DHing today, hitting for Harvey in today's lineup. 2-1 pitch, breaking ball just above the belt, ball 3. Harvey not really getting that high call on the breaking ball. And he's behind 3-1 to Russell, risking 2 straight walks here to put a 1-out, 2-runner on situation. 3-1 pitch, grounded left side. Mikey Kane comes in. He won't have a chance for the double play. Throws high, and everybody is safe. Pulled Doyle off the bag. He threw hard. It just was wide on the home plate side of first base. And probably will be ruled an error, a throwing error on Mikey, as I'm conferring with our point street guy Cage. I would say E6. And so it'll put runners in first and second. Had to move in on the ball, but he fielded it cleanly and had time. And it would have been in there had he kept Doyle on the bag. So E6 the ruling. Runners in first and second, 1 out. And back to the top of the order now. Elijah Hainline, the batter. A double and a fly out today. And Harvey gets behind him 1-0. 1 out, tie score, 4th inning. Fastball fouled back, and Harvey evens the count. Big inning here for Ryan Harvey, with his offense coming back to tie the score. Having to work through a walk and an error. And if he can limit the damage here, it'll be pretty big to keep the score tied. Here in the 4th inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. Takes an extra look back at second. Breaking ball roped the third. Caught by Trimble. Throws back to second and got the out. A 5-4 line drive double play. And Ryan Harvey gets out of it with help from Justin Trimble, who makes the excellent catch. Throws to Kirkpatrick. And the inning is over. After the walk and an error. And Mikey Kane's pretty relieved as well, seeing the guy to his right make a throw to the guy to his left. And that's a 5-4 DP. Inning over. 1 walk, 1 left on, and no runs in the 4th inning for Bellingham. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 3-3 is the score.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, first retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
Well, ever since the 3-run top of the first inning for Bellingham, Ridgefield has played pretty well. 2 runs in the first, another unanswered run in the third. Some good defense there in the 4th on a line drive double play. And even if you point out the 2 errors, Ridgefield makes up for it. An error put a runner on, and then a double play essentially wipes it out. And so Ridgefield has a tie score against Bellingham. 3-3. Into the bottom of the 4th. Wesley Moore back to the mound. Sepulveda to the plate. First pitch, he ropes it to deep left center. Carrying to the warning track, and it gets to the wall. It one-hops the fence, and Sepulveda can cruise into second. A first pitch leadoff stand-up double for Alex Sepulveda, his second two-bagger of the year. And Ridgefield has the go-ahead run in scoring position here in the 4th. Wasted little time in the 4th inning. And he took the first pitch to the wall. hit the base of the fence right in front. One hopped it into left center. So Nate Kirkpatrick, the batter, with a runner on second, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth, tie score. Right-hand hitter from St. Mary's College. Takes the first pitch above the belt, maybe inside, ball one. Incoming freshman is Nate Kirkpatrick, getting his 30th at-bat of the year. Out of Langley, British Columbia. Shares a hometown with the left fielder for Bellingham, Justin Thorstensen. 1-0 pitch, almost hit him to the backstop. And sprinting for third, Sepulveda gets in there. Bounced off the wood backstop pretty hard, and so Conrad thought about throwing to third, but Sepulveda got a good enough jump and has good speed. And so a wild pitch advances him up 90 feet. And now Kirkpatrick could score a run on a ground ball. Middle infield playing back. With nobody out, the 2-0 pitch to Kirkpatrick is fouled back. Big swing by Nate. Been in and out of the lineup. Not an everyday player, but he has been putting in the work. Was here earlier today, showed up. I showed up at 2:30 today, and he was already out here hitting balls with Travis Welker and a couple others to get some extra work in, and then not to mention BP at 3:30, and I wouldn't be surprised if he takes some more hacks tonight after the game. The 2-1 pitch to him, big swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Just 18 years old, headed to St. Mary's this year. 2 for 29 on the summer. Has not been off to a hot start offensively, but you can tell it's not because of any lack of effort. Looking for a big hit here with the go-ahead run at third. The 2-2 pitch to Nate, swung on, ground ball. This will score a run. Sepulveda sprints home. The throw to first is in time. Kirkpatrick retired on an RBI ground out. And the Raptors take their first lead of the day. It's 4-3 as Kirkpatrick gets the run batted in. His 6th of the year. And it scores Alex Sepulveda with help on the wild pitch, not to mention his double on the first pitch of this inning. And Ridgefield comes back from a 3-0 deficit. Gave up a run before they even recorded an out back in the top of the first. And 3 innings later, the Raptors lead 4-3. Justin Trimble to the plate. Fastball, he pops up behind home plate and out of play. Trimble can take some credit for the Raptors' little hot streak over the last couple innings. He doubled for an RBI back in the second inning to tie the score, and then started a line drive double play last half inning to help stymie what looked like a Bellingham run to reclaim the lead. But Trimble had other ideas. Swings ahead of the changeup ball, or strike 2. Trimble out of UC Santa Barbara trying to give some run support for his Gaucho teammate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ryan Harvey also from UCSB. Already has the lead now, regardless of what the top of the order can now do. Jacob Sharp to the plate with the bases empty. And 2 down. 4-3 advantage for Ridgefield in the bottom half of the 4th. Jacob Sharp 1 for 2 on the day with a single. From UNLV, like I mentioned, .701 slugging percentage on the year. The first pitch to him is inside, ball 1. It's from La Mirada High School, transferred there partway through his high school career, and then transfers partway through his college career from Fullerton to UNLV. Inside of the 1-0. Skips away from Conrad. 2-0 the count to Jacob Sharp from Whittier, California. 21 RBIs in the year for Jacob. And this is just his 19th game played on the summer. Wesley Moore from the wine, the 2-0 pitch, high and away, ball 3. Austin Cavanis on deck. Ridgefield scoring 4 unanswered runs here. They have out-hit Bellingham by a slim margin, 6-5. And have worked through the 2 errors they have committed. Bellingham has not committed an error. 3-0 pitch is high, ball 4. And Jacob Sharp draws a 2-out walk. Austin Cavanis will come up with 2 down, 1 on, and a lead now for the Raptors. Nobody throwing right now in the Ridgefield bullpen. I think Ryan Harvey will come out for a 5th, but I think he'll be on a short leash with his pitch count getting up there, unless perhaps there's already a Ridgefield player warm and ready to go. But nobody throwing right now. Cavanis takes the first pitch, top of the zone, strike 1. Under the sun here in Ridgefield, the shadows lengthening a bit. just getting into fair territory. But most of the infield and basically the entire outfield still under the sun. Sunset an hour away almost exactly. 71 degrees right now. The 0-1 to Cavanis slider bends outside. Ball 1. 1-1 from Wesley Moore. Jacob Sharp taking his lead from first, being held on. Infield basically in double play depth, not because they'll get one, but just thinking Cavanis might take it up the middle. 1-1 two-seamer, catches the outside, runs back over the plate for strike 2. Cavanis does tend to hit gap to gap, and a lot of ground balls right back up the middle, so that's why Campos and Russell are playing towards the bag. Cavanis 0 for 2 on the day. 1-2 the count, 2 down. Jacob Sharp running, a hit and run, and Cavanis fouls it back. Jacob Sharp, a pretty darn good jump. I was worried Wesley Moore would take the leg kick and try to pick him off at first. Would have got him in a rundown. Even if he did, he might have had a chance to get into second and Moore thrown to first or step off and just throw right to second. But he came home, got a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ridgefield up by a run. Here's the next pitch, swung on, high fly ball to right field. Matthews back and has a play on it. Coming in now and makes the catch. In straightaway right field. Ridgefield scores a run. They have scored in 3 of the 4 innings. They have scored 4 unanswered. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 left on for the Raptors in the 4th inning. They take the lead. It's now 4-3. Ridgefield in front. We head to the 5th inning here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Good game so far. Stay with us on the Raptors live stream.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, cruise retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Ridgefield Main Street invites you to discover downtown for shopping, dining, exploring the arts. We're working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing economic vitality. Join us for downtown tailgates, Main Street Day, and Friday Night Flicks. Visit ridgefieldmainstreet.com for more. That's ridgefieldmainstreet.com. New pitcher for the Raptors. The bullpen comes in with a lead. Jacob Kokeni enters the ball game, finishes the line for Ryan Harvey, who will get a no decision today, going 4 innings, allowing 3 runs in the first, all earned, and none after that. Has gone 3 scoreless. 3 runs, 5 hits, and scattered a couple walks as well. Ultimately gave up 3 walks. He struck out 3. And now it's up to Jacob Kokeni. First guy out of the bullpen today, right-hander from Cupertino, California. Pitches in San Diego for San Diego Christian. 6'3", 170-pounder as the 3rd best ERA on the team, 1.38. Will turn 21 later this year. 8th appearance on the summer for Jacob Kokeni. So he'll face the top of the order here. Well, starting at 2, 3, 4 are the guys coming up for Bellingham. Cole Hage, Jack Van Remortel, Justin Thorstensen will be the hitters for the Bells in the 5th. 3-4. Ridgefield up by a run. 4-3 is the lead. And into the 5th inning. So Cole Hage steps in, right-hand hitting designated hitter today for Bellingham. First pitch from Kokeni is fouled back. And 0-1 the count from Jacob. Gave up 1 run against Yakima Valley 3 days ago. Had gone 4 innings scoreless prior to that, including a 3-inning stint at Portland without a run allowed and 1 hitless inning against Corvallis. So only 2 earned runs on the year in 13 innings, 15 strikeouts, over 6 walks. The 0-1 pitch from Kokeni, high breaking ball. Got a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer. That breaking ball calls it a curve and a changeup. 4-pitch guy from Monte Vista High School, and now at San Diego Christian. 1-1 the count from Jacob. Another breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 2. And Kokeni gets ahead. Big fan of the San Francisco Giants, and Stanford grew up near Palo Alto. Now pitching for the Ridgefield Raptors. 1-2 the count. Bases empty. Just starting the 5th inning, and a curveball low. Got to the curve several times here in this first at-bat. And evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Been to several Giants games, including in the postseason. Jacob Kokeni, like I said, big Giants fan. Went to 2 World Series games back in 2012 and 1 in 2014. How about that? Been to 3 different World Series games. It's pretty fun. 2-2 pitch. Fastball. High chopper left side of the infield. Trimble working in. Throws a zinger to first base. And retires Cole Hage. Good at bat. And Kokeni endures it. And gets him out on the 2-2 pitch. And a ground ball to start out the 5th inning. Next up is Jack Van Remortel, who has struck out twice today. But like I said earlier, he is on a heck of a streak coming in the last 2 games. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 6 runs scored in the final 2 games against Port Angeles. Breaking ball, he wallops this one a long ways to left field. Sepulveda back to the warning track. He is at the wall, and that ball is caught at the fence. Alex Sepulveda up against the wall with the last foot he could take, and he makes the grab at the fence. Holy cow, Van Remortel has been hitting everything out of the yard, nearly leaves it once again. But Alex Sepulveda makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Hard to hit a fly ball out to left field. Right field, different story. Not so much right. Thorstensen, who would like to pull a ball to the porch out and right. 310 down the lines here in Ridgefield. 360 to the alleys. And a straight wall from the 360 mark across center field, the dead center batter's eye. So it's not longer than 360 to dead center. It's Kokeni. Gets some good arm side run on that 2-seamer, but misses outside. It's 2-0. To the left-hand hitting left fielder, Justin Thorstensen. Only left-handed bat in this order. 2-0 pitch, fastball for a strike. So it's a righty on lefty, advantage to the batter here, but Kokeni, if he allows him on, will face 8 right-handed batters in a row. 2 outs, nobody on. Ridgefield up by a run. Next pitch from Kokeni is a changeup away, ball 3. 3-1 to Thorstensen, who has 2 walks on the day. Could draw a third. 3-1 the count from Jacob Kokeni. Kicks and comes home with a fastball. Popped up. Might stay in play. Trimble working over. Might stay fair, in fact, as Justin is underneath it. And 2 steps inside the bag. Makes the catch. A little pop-up to end the inning. And Jacob Kokeni goes 1-2-3 out of the bullpen to begin the 5th. Good start for the Ridgefield relievers. And they maintain the lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're halfway through this contest, and Ridgefield leads by a slim margin. It's the Raptors 4. And the Bellingham Bells 3.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
To the bottom of the fifth inning here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Good game so far. 3 runs for Bellingham to start the game, and then a 4-run streak, 4 unanswered runs for Ridgefield to take a lead, 4-3. And now Ridgefield will come up with a lead and have the middle of the order coming up. Trent Prokes, Will Chambers, Doyle Kane, 3-4-5 hitters to face a new pitcher. Aiden Rodell comes in out of the bullpen to make his Bellingham debut. First appearance for the 6-foot right-hander, 165-pounder. And pitching now for the Bells and their stellar pitching staff. Like I said, top ERA in the team, or in the league, I mean, and they are pretty solid. They had the best ERA in 2015 and 2018 and 2021. And they lead the league in shutouts this year with 4 of them. Won't get one of those tonight, but Aiden Rodell trying to keep Ridgefield in check. First pitch is high, ball 1 at 85 miles an hour to Trent Prokes. Lefty on righty here. Finishes the line on the left-handed starter, Wesley Moore. Goes 4 innings as Prokes swings at the pitch upstairs and fouls it back. Wesley Moore goes 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts for the Kansas State Wildcat. Now it's up to Aiden Rodell. 4-3 lead for the Raptors. 1-1 pitch. It's slapped high to left field. Thorstensen running towards the line. Got a long run. Makes an attempt at it and cannot pull it in. It lands fair and bounces to the wall on the left field side into foul territory as Thorstensen tried to make a sliding catch down the line and was unable to come up with it. It's a double for Trent Prokes to lead off the 5th inning. Kind of popped it up. It was not a screamer down the line, but it is the 3rd double of the day for Ridgefield, each of them to left field. Thorstensen's been busy. That was the first one he had a chance at, but had trouble reading it, and the wind did not help. Might have been a foul ball had it not been for the wind. Probably still would have been fair, but didn't hurt. Now it's Will Chambers up. Nobody out. 1-run lead. Insurance run at second base, 5th inning. First pitch takes a big wave at it upstairs. Strike 1. Healthy to see some doubles for Ridgefield. The Raptors have been struggling to get extra base hits of late. Great hitting team. They're arguably the best offensive team in the league, but just on a little stretch where in plenty of singles, just not extra base hits. Last few games for the Raptors. 0-1 pitch to Chambers, breaking ball for a strike. Yakima Valley not really friendly to hitters this past weekend. And Ridgefield went back-to-back games without an extra base hit. Actually went 3 in a row without anything but a single. And they coming into this game had just 1 double in the last 5 games. Their only extra base hit. They get 3 doubles so far today. 0-2 pitch to Chambers, way high, ball 1. Runner on second, nobody out. 1-run lead for the Raptors. Riley McCarthy had the only extra base hit in the last 5 games, and even that one was misplayed by the left fielder who tried to catch it on the run. It bounced under his glove and went past him and was ruled a double, and that was the only extra base hit in Yakima Valley. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, Chambers takes it, started to swing, held back on appeal, no swing, and stays alive 2-2. The funny part is Ridgefield in those back-to-back games to begin the series against Yakima Valley, or the finale against Corvallis and the first game against Yakima Valley, won both of those games despite not recording an extra base hit. They had never done that before, back-to-back wins without an extra base hit. They did it a few days ago. 2-2 the count from Rodell. Fastball swung on, hit pretty hard to left center field. Thorstensen on his horse back to the warning track, and that ball is gone. Will Chambers in Oppo Taco 2-run bomb. And the Raptors double up the Bells at 6-3 thanks to Will Chambers.
That ball came off his bat and
His 5th home run of the year to left center field over the deepest part of the ballpark, 360 feet, and with the wind not helping to that part of the ballpark, smashed it 101 miles an hour off the bat and traveled 370 feet. Will Chambers leaves the yard, and now the Raptors lead at 6-3. 6 unanswered runs for the Raptors, and Will Chambers gets the bomb. Doyle Kane swings to the first pitch. That ball's got some carry on it. Matthews back to the warning track. It hits the top of the wall. It stays in. Doyle Kane to second. And a no-out double. 4th double of the day for the Raptors. 2nd double for Doyle Kane. 2 pitches. 1 gets over the wall. 1 hits the top of the wall. Back-to-back pitches. And talk about extra base hits. The Raptors can't stop racking them up. Top of the wall in right field goes down as a double for Doyle. He had 3 doubles on the season coming into this game. He's a great hitter, just a lot of singles. 362 batting average. But 2 of his 5 doubles on the year are today. We're not even through the 5th inning. Now it's his brother Mikey Kane, who was leading the league in doubles earlier this year. Takes a pitch on the inside corner. 9 doubles on the year for Mikey. And if Doyle keeps on hitting like he is today, he's going to tie up his brother for doubles in a hurry. Mikey steps in for his 3rd at-bat. 0-1 the count, still nobody out. 2 runs already in this inning. 0-1 pitch runs outside, ball 1. Ridgefield was down 3-0 in this game. They have come back to tie it in the 2nd inning and not stopped there. 1 run in the 4th, 2 runs in the 5th. And there's still nobody out here in the 5th. 1 ball, 1 strike to the right-hand hitting Mikey Kane. Doyle taking his lead from second. The pitch is down and away from Aiden Rodell, whose debut has not gotten off to the start he has hoped. The first 3 batters all get extra base hits, 2 doubles and a homer. Will Chambers getting the bomb to give some run support for Jacob Kokeni and the bullpen. 6-3, the Raptors lead on 9 hits. The 2-1 pitch swung on, foul back. Mikey Kane looking for his first base hit as a 21-year-old. Hit 287 this summer as a 20-year-old. And then celebrated with his brother and Will Chambers and a few other teammates yesterday. And now gets the start today at shortstop. Been pretty much the everyday shortstop, played mostly second base against Yakima Valley. Back at shortstop today. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, breaking ball. He reaches out, pokes it into center. Bythewood coming in, has to play it on a hop. Doyle gets to third. It's a no-out single for Mikey Kane. 4 straight base hits to begin this inning. And the Raptors have runners on the corners with still nobody out and a 3-run lead. Good piece of 2-strike hitting by Mikey Kane as he just kind of put his arms out there and made contact and let the ball do the work for him. And it drops into center field in front of Toussaint Bythewood. Into shallow right center. Still nobody out. Trent Prokes doubled to lead off this inning. Will Chambers homered. Doyle Kane doubled. And Mikey Kane singled. Now it's Alex Sepulveda. Nobody out. 5th inning. Ridgefield up by 3 here in the series opener. Aiden Rodell from the stretch with his back to Mikey Kane, throws a fastball up and in. Ball 1. Like I said, Ridgefield has gone 5 games with just 1 double coming in. They've got 2 this inning and 5 on the day. Pretty darn good hitting for Ridgefield. Snap throw over to first and got Mikey Kane. The pickoff and the tag applied by Hainline. I don't know if Hainline actually controlled the ball. Mikey Kane does not agree with the call. And Chris Cota immediately has a chat with Elijah Bester. And the pickoff move is going to be the first out of this inning as Mikey Kane is picked. That ball skipped into Hainline's glove. If he did nab it, the ball was right next to Kane's body. It's possible that he just had the ball in his glove and applied the tag. It was a bang-bang play, and so Mikey Kane is picked off. A 1-3 putout, and that's the first out of the inning. Crazy inning. 4 hits, 2 runs, a pickoff. No batter has been retired yet. And a runner on third now, one away for Alex Sepulveda, who scored the go-ahead run. 1-0 pitch, grounded foul. Nate Kirkpatrick had the go-ahead RBI, 6-3 ground out last inning to score Sepulveda. Ridgefield took a 4-3 lead, and the Raptors have added a couple runs here this inning. But the Bells hoping that little pickoff move and an out build some rhythm here as they finally do get an out this inning. But the Raptors still threatening. 1-1 pitch slides off the table, ball 2. Doyle Kane at third. One away, 2-1 the count to Sepulveda. Aiden Rodell looking into his battery mate, Conrad. Comes set, 2-1 pitch to Sepulveda, high, ball 3. The shadows covering most of the mound, kind of even in line with the rubber. And then it goes into the sun by the time the ball comes to the plate. So ball starts out in the shadows, hits the sun by the time it gets home, and then shadows behind home plate. 3-1 pitch to Sepulveda, ground ball yanked towards short. It'll score a run. Campos up with it, throws to first, and gets the out. Who knows, maybe it would have been a double play ball. Probably was, and so maybe the pickoff doesn't really matter. It scores a run, and Ridgefield is up 7-3. RBI ground out for Alex Sepulveda after he scored the go-ahead run on a 6-3 RBI ground out by Nate Kirkpatrick, who's now up at the plate. And after Alex Sepulveda scores on an RBI ground out to short, now he gets the RBI on an RBI ground out to short. Makes Ridgefield up 7-3, 2 down, bases empty. And Nate Kirkpatrick, the batter, takes the first pitch down. You know, the funny part about it all, let's say the same thing happened where Sepulveda grounded to short just like he did, but Mikey Kane had not gotten picked off. And let's say Campos made the play to Russell to Hainline for the double play. The run still would have scored, still would have been 2 out, same situation as now, but Sepulveda would not have gotten an RBI. So by Mikey King getting picked off, and we don't know if the same thing would have happened, but in a sense, actually, I mean, it didn't really make a difference in the game and gave an RBI to Sepulveda. Baseball's funny sometimes. Next pitch to the backstop, ball 3 to Nate Kirkpatrick, who's had a productive day, a sac bunt and an RBI ground out. That sac bunt leading to a run as he advanced Sepulveda to score in the second inning as Ridgefield scored the tying run. So Sepulveda scored the tying run and the go-ahead run in the second and fourth innings, respectively. Good day for Alex Sepulveda. Here's the 3-0 to Kirkpatrick, taking all the way. And it misses low, ball 4. 4-pitch walk with 2 outs, and Kirkpatrick reaches. Justin Trimble, the batter. To mention that Ridgefield did not have very many extra base hits coming in, it's also true that Ridgefield only once ever in team history, and granted there's just 2 full seasons coming into this year, but once in team history had a game where they were victorious without an extra base hit. They did it once early on in 2019, one of their first wins ever, and they did not do it the rest of that season or ever in 2021, but then have done it 3 times this year where the Raptors have won a game without an extra base hit. Very odd, especially for a team that gets a lot of extra base hits. I mean, they've been leading the league in slugging percentage most of the summer. In this little stretch, they have not got as many as Kirkpatrick almost picked off at first. He gets back. But Ridgefield now is no longer leading the league in slugging percentage on this little 5-game stretch where they had just 1 double. But they had been leading, and they're still second in the league in slugging percentage. Here's the first pitch to Trimble. A 2-seamer outside, ball 1. 2 down, runner on first. The Raptors 7, the Bells 3. 7 unanswered for the Raptors. We're in the 5th inning. And a 3-run inning so far. We'll see if Trimble can extend it. 1-0 pitch upcoming from Aiden Rodell. Nobody throwing in the Bells bullpen at the moment. This fastball hammered towards that Bells bullpen. Got a lot of carry and over the bullpen into right field. And another home run. Justin Trimble gets his second dinger of the year. And the Raptors are up 9-3. Touch 'em all, Justin Trimble.
And home run by Justin Trimble. 87 miles an hour off the bat. 27.
Justin Trimble gets under a ball and launches it to the right field bullpen, helped out by the wind. It was not especially hard hit. 87 miles an hour off the bat. For context, in MLB, 95 is the threshold for hard hit balls. And so that one well under, but you get enough of it, you backspin it, you get it up in the air, take the wind. It's only 310 down the line here at the Rourke, and right field plays well for homers. And Justin Trimble gets his second dinger of the year. 9-3 Raptors on a 5-run inning. 9 unanswered. Jacob Sharp, the batter, 2 down, bases empty. And the first pitch, a ball from Aiden Rodell. Next pitch to Sharp is outside, ball 2. Tough inning for him. Give up a double, a home run, another double, a single, an RBI ground out, a walk, and a home run. In his debut, his first inning as a Bellingham Bell. Things will look up for Aiden Rodell. He's got better days ahead. But this inning was not the greatest debut, but I'm sure he'll bounce back, whether today or going forward. It's not easy against the Ridgefield Raptors. Arguably best hitting team in the league. Next pitch is a strike, 2-1. Rodell throws a breaking ball outside, 3-1 the count. Jacob Sharp with a single, a strikeout, and a walk. 343 hitter. Fourth plate appearance of the day. 3-1 pitch to him is swung on and fouled behind home plate. He's frustrated with that one. Thought he had a chance to barrel that one up somewhere. You can kind of see by the way he clenched the bat for a moment afterwards. Takes an extra moment to walk away from the plate and walk back. Full count now to the leadoff man and catcher for the Raptors. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the pitch to Sharp. It's inside and a ball 4. Jacob Sharp draws a 2-out walk, and Ridgefield will bat around the order here in the 5th. Still nobody throwing in the Bells bullpen. And it'll be Austin Cavanis, the batter, as a couple infielders come in to give a little pep talk for Aiden Rodell.
And in addition to tomorrow's game, we'll also back here at home on Thursday night.
Cavanis steps in with Ridgefield scoring 5 runs this inning. And already almost every starter has a base hit. 7 of the 9 have a hit. 11 hits on the day for Ridgefield. And we're not done yet with the 5th inning. Middle infielders move up the middle. Outfield playing deep to the left-hand hitting outfielder from Cal Poly. Austin Cavanis, first pitch to him taken. Strike 1 from Aiden Rodell. Ridgefield batting around the order. 5 runs on 5 hits so far, no errors. Runner at first is Jacob Sharp. Being held on at first. Elijah Hainline looking into the sun, holding his glove over the sun so he can see. 0-1 pitch, changeup outside, ball 1. The funny thing is only one batter has been retired this inning. There are 2 outs, but a pickoff got one of the outs, and the other was a ground out with an RBI. Other than that, it's been all base hits, and most of them extra base hits. And the runner's going, and the 1-1 pitch, it's outside. Sharp sliding feet first. Past second base, but no tag. And he's in safely for a stolen base. Jacob Sharp gets the swipe. Good piece of running by the catcher. How many catchers can do that? Lead off and steal a base. It is his second steal of the summer. Now Cavanis with a runner in scoring position and an action count. 2-1. 2 outs, 5th inning. Rodell looks back at Sharp once, a second time. Kicks and an inside move to get him back to the bag. Austin Cavanis, 9th batter of the inning. Trent Prokes is on deck, who doubled to lead off this 5th inning. Here's the 2-1 to Cavanis. Breaking ball, a tapper back to the mound. Rodell fields, throws to first, and ends the inning. 9 batters come up. Ridgefield scores 5 runs on 5 hits. No errors, 1 left on. And break this game open. Still a lot of innings to go. And so still need some good pitching, but a 9-3 lead is a lot more comfortable than the 3-0 deficit they started this game with. We head to the 6th here from the Rourke.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A&A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A&A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
A 380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started, 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors!
Jacob Kokeni is the pitcher of record now for the Ridgefield Raptors, as Ridgefield takes a 9-3 lead over the Bellingham Bells, top team in the league. In terms of winning percentage, they're 21-8, but Ridgefield leads it. Chris Campos, the batter. It's the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Bells. Campos, Blake Conrad, Jaden Matthews here in the 6th inning. First pitch from Kokeni, a called strike. It's 0-1. Big change of this game here, and it's really a good sign for the Raptors, and who knows how the rest of the series could go. Who knows how the rest of this game will go, for that matter. But a 9-3 lead is a good start through the first 5 innings. Kokeni kicks for the 0-1. It's down ball 1-1. But Ridgefield, after beating Yakima Valley to start out the second half, we're on a good stretch. I mean, they had won 5 series in a row, won the opener against Yakima Valley. They had their best half ever, went 16-10 in the first half. That's the best record they've ever had in the first half, or any half for that matter, in team history. As Kokeni misses, it's 2-1. But then they lose the middle game to Yakima Valley, give up a lead both games, the last 2, and lose the series to Yakima. 2-1 pitch is a grounder over Kokeni. Mikey Kane moves over, bounces off his glove, and into center field. And Christopher Campos is safe, and the ground ball behind the bag. Did have to move a few steps behind the bag, but had a chance at it. So I'll let you decide, Cage, hit or error. I mean, if you want to give that to me, I'll do it. But, shoot, I don't know. I mean, he probably should have made the play, but he did have to move. It's probably an error. E6. And so Campos reaches. Didn't have to run all that hard to it. It bounced pretty high, but he didn't have to jump for it. So error is the ruling. Blake Conrad takes a ball low. 11 hits on the day for Ridgefield. So anyways, like I said, Ridgefield losing 2 games to Yakima, lose the series to the Pippins, and Yakima Valley has the worst winning percentage in the league. So it was not a good series for Ridgefield. And then they get down 3-0 to open this game against Bellingham, the best team in the league in terms of winning percentage, as Conrad rips a ball to deep right field. This takes Prokes back to the wall, and that ball is gone. So a 2-run home run for Blake Conrad to cut in the lead. It's now 9-5 as he gets under a ball and slams it to right center field for a 2-run shot. And the Bells get a 2-run no-out home run for Blake Conrad, his first home run. He's got a double and a dinger on the day. In just his second game as a Bell. He was 1 for 2 on the season coming in league games. 1 earned run and 1 unearned run off of Jacob Kokeni. Jaden Matthews, the batter. And a first pitch strike. Nobody out yet, top of the 6th. And Bellingham, like I said, good team. So just because they're down 9-3 and now 9-5 means less than it would to some other teams. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, good spin on it, and strike 2 swinging. But Ridgefield to go back from, they play the team with the lowest winning percentage and the team with the best winning percentage back-to-back. And to lose to the first one, certainly not a good sign. To get down 3-0, not much better. 0-2 pitch, grounded away. But to change it up in the bottom half of the first, to say we're not going let this one get away, give up the opener to score 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 5 in the fifth, and take a 9-3 lead, although that 2-run home run does bring the Bells back into it a little bit. 9-5 is the score. It's a big little stretch here for Ridgefield to kind of fight back into it. And, any slide can turn into a snowball effect, and Ridgefield has done a good job of limiting damage. The 0-2 pitch from Kokeni is outside. But the Raptors last summer and this year, too, have done an excellent job of not letting a few innings get away from them, a few games get away from them, because a 2-game losing streak can turn into 3, can turn into 4, and so on. Bellingham also has been really solid. 1-2 pitch inside, almost clipped the knee, but stays in on the slider. Bellingham started out this year with a decent start. They were 4-4, not crazy, and they had lost a series to Kamloops, and ever since they've been on a hot streak. 2-2 pitch, grounder over Kokeni. Mikey Kane has another chance. Behind second base, throws to first. Doyle does a good job of keeping his cleat on the bag, and Mikey makes the play. It's a 6-3 ground out, 1 away in the 6th. 9-5 lead for the Raptors. Toussaint Bythewood, the batter. He was 0 for 1 with a walk today. So Bellingham, after losing a series to Kamloops, followed that by sweeping Wenatchee in back-to-back series. 6 wins in 6 days against the Apple Sox. A strike to Bythewood on the down inside corner. They were at home and then went to Wenatchee, swept them both times, then swept Port Angeles, and then beat Corvallis 2 of 3. A 10-game win streak earlier for Bellingham. 0-1 pitch is on the outside, 0-2. Since that 10-game win streak, Bellingham is still a respectable 7-3 in the 10 games since. So in their last 20, they're 17-3. Really good stretch for Bellingham. 0-2 pitch, Bythewood checks his swing, did not go. Bellingham has won 7 series in a row, including 3 sweeps. Had Ridgefield won that rubber match a couple days ago in Yakima Valley, we could say Bellingham had won 7 in a row and Ridgefield 6 series in a row. But alas, Ridgefield coming off a series loss in Yakima, but they lead today. 1-2 pitch inside, almost hit Bythewood, and he got away from it. And it's just ball 2. 2-2 the count to Toussaint Bythewood, incoming freshman at UCLA. Just turned 18 years old in March. Right-hand hitter against right-hand pitcher. 2-2, a high chopper behind the mound. Mikey Kane has to throw really fast and won't be able to throw at all. Bythewood beats it out on a bouncer that took too long to come down from the heavens. And it's an infield single for Toussaint Bythewood. Brings up Cody Russell, the batter, with 1 out and 1 on. Ridgefield 9, Bellingham 5. And the top half of the 6th. Cody Russell to the plate, his 23rd at bat. 1 for 2 on the day. Middle infield in double play depth. First pitch is down and away, ball 1. Not the first time we've seen a Russell brother here in the West Coast League. Ridgefield has already played 6 games against the Pickles, where Kyle Russell is an infielder for the Picks. His brother Cody at the plate. Want to know the count to Cody, swings and pops it foul over the fans on the right field side. Cody is transferring from Pierce College to Lewis Clark State, NAIA program in Lewiston, Idaho. Really solid program. The Warriors will be teammates with Eli Schubert, pitcher with the Raptors. The 1-1 pitch to Cody Russell from Kokeni. Throws over to first, actually, to get Bythewood back. Kokeni pitches for San Diego Christian, which is also an NAIA school. And so 2 NAIA guys going at it right here. 1-1 pitch on the outside, strike 2. Russell and his brother Kyle from University Place, Washington. His brother Kyle plays for Washington State. 1-2 the count from Jacob Kokeni. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block by Sharp. It's 2-2. So he'll play his college ball not all that far. Lewiston, Idaho to Pullman, Washington. There are longer drives than that. So won't be all that far from his brother. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first from Jacob Kokeni. Trying to retire Cody Russell, and it's just down low. Ball 3, full count. Just 32 miles, Pullman, a little bit north and just over the border. Lewiston in Idaho, nudging up against that Washington-Idaho border. 3-2 the count from Kokeni. Swung on, a little blooper into right field. Prokes, who is playing deep, can't get there. It bounces. It will advance Blythewood to third. If he can dive in, he does safely. And on the throw, Cody Russell gets into second. It's a single plus an advance as Prokes trying to get the runner at third, and it was an expensive throw. It gives 90 feet for Russell. And so now runners on second and third with 1 out for the Bells here in the 6th inning. Good piece of work by Russell. He's 2 for 3 today. Came in 1 for 21 on the summer. And he has had a healthy little day today. Reached every time. Also got on via an error. So 2 in scoring position. Tying run on deck for the Bells. And top of the order coming up. 1 out. And Jacob Sharp calls time and comes out to converse with Jacob Kokeni. Hey fans, if you're looking for your food fix, just remember Wings Beer Sports. Buffalo Wild Wings, proud sponsor of the Raptors. Stop in on Thursdays for buy one, get one free on boneless wings. We are Buffalo Wild Wings. Runners on second and third for the Bells. 9-5 is the lead for Ridgefield. A base hit could cut the lead in half here with Elijah Hainline up. Getting 300 on the year. Plays for Washington State with Kyle Russell, Kyle's brother Cody, at second base right now. With 1 out, he takes the first pitch low, ball 1. Hainline doubled as the first batter of this game and scored the go-ahead run. Since then, he's hit the ball well, but gotten out. A fly out and then a line drive to the third baseman to start a double play that ended the 4th inning. The 1-0 pitch to him is swung on. Ground ball just foul down the third base side. And a 1-1 count to Elijah Hainline, who has now 10 doubles on the year, 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in. It's out of Spokane. Pretty good friends with Jeter Sherman, relief pitcher for the Raptors. Jeter will come out of the bullpen at some point, I'm fairly certain, either today or later on this series. 1-1 the count from Jacob Kokeni. He steps off and looks Russell back to the bag. He's at second, Blythewood at third after their back-to-back singles. Home run earlier this inning for Blake Conrad to cut the lead to 9-5. Ridgefield still in front. 1-1 pitch taken, strike 2. Good work for Kokeni to get ahead. Cole Hage on deck. Hainline at the plate. The top 2 guys in batting order for the Bells. Hage leads the team at 388. And Elijah Hainline second. That 300 average. The 1-2 pitch from Jacob Kokeni. Breaking ball hit towards third. Justin Trimble backhands. He's got a runner in the pickle. And now he's going to try to tag Blythewood. Did he get the tag on him? Apparently not. No, the home plate umpire made the call. The field umpire, I was looking at the field umpire, and he did not make the ruling. The home umpire, Nick Hudlow, said out. And so it's a fielder's choice. Justin Trimble just barely got the tag on Blythewood, or else it would have loaded the bases and 1 out. Instead, it's 2 outs, fielder's choice, and runners in first and second. Good work by Trimble to get the lead runner. Could have just thrown across and would have scored a run. But Trimble looking the runner over and retires Toussaint Blythewood on the 5 unassisted put-out fielder's choice. So 2 down, runners in first and second. Cole Hage, the batter. And the runner's going. The pitch away. The throw from Sharp is off the glove of Trimble, and it'll score a run. Here comes Cody Russell, and he scores the 6th run of the game for the Bells. Second time today. They have scored on a steal of third plus an error. And E2 on the play. And now it's 9-6, Ridgefield in front. So a stolen base plus E2. Second error of the inning. 9-6, Ridgefield in front on the play that advances Hainline to second. Tying run on deck still. 1-0 pitch, big swing and a miss from Hage. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down, runner at second. 3 runs for the Bells this inning to cancel out the bulk of what Ridgefield did last inning. A couple home runs for the Raptors and scored 5 in the 5th, but Bellingham cutting into it. 9-6 is the margin. 1-1 pitch, runner bluffing and staying at second. The ball was down and in as Hainline either was bluffing all the way or maybe changed his mind and cut his losses. Stays at second. 2 balls and a strike. 2 down. Kokeni trying to maintain the lead here. Keep it at a 3-run margin if he can. Looking back at second, throws to second, and just safe. Hainline gets back on an outside move. Two and 1 the count from Jacob Kokeni to Cole Hage, who was 1 for 3 on the day. Was the first guy to face Jacob Kokeni last inning when Jacob had a 1-2-3 frame. Got Hage to ground out to lead off. Now trying to finish an inning against Cole Hage. 2-1 pitch, swung on, slapped foul down the right field side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, or a runner on second, 2 outs. Here in the 4th series ever between Ridgefield and Bellingham. The Bells have a lead in the 9 games played. 6 games they have won. Ridgefield has won 3. 6-3 record for the Bells. All time against the Raptors. Jacob Kokeni, a long set. Looking back at second a couple times. Takes a breath. Here's the 2-2. Taken low. And ball 3, full count. Jack Van Remortel is on deck. He represents the tying run here in the 6th inning.
Let's make some noise for your pitcher.
9-6 the lead for the Raptors. Jacob Kokeni trying to finish a difficult inning. Outfield playing fairly deep. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kokeni steps off. Sepulveda not playing all that deep in left field, but Cavanis in deep center and Prokes playing back and right. Infield playing straight up, except for Kirkpatrick, the second baseman, just a couple steps from the bag. The 3-2 pitch, high, ball 4. It'll bring up the tying run to the plate. Jack Van Remortel with 2 home runs last game, a home run the game prior. 9 RBIs the last 2 games. 4 hits. And he might see a different pitcher as Jacob Kokeni will receive a visit from Chris Cota with 2 on, 2 outs, 3-run inning. Any more runs would be unearned since there was a fielding error to begin this inning to allow Campos to reach and a home run the very next batter. And Kokeni will exit. And it looks like, is that Andy Evans coming out of the bullpen from Spokane Falls Community College? And yes, it is. Andy Evans, the right-hander, comes in to face Jack Van Remortel. And so new pitcher here in the 6th inning. With runners in first and second, 2 down. Bellingham has scored 3 this frame. Andy Evans comes in for what is his 6th appearance of the year, gone 5 2/3 innings. The Meridian, Idaho native with an ERA of 4.76. Just recently transferred to Montana State Billings, D2 program. We'll head there next year from Spokane. Went 1 inning against Yakima Valley, gave up 1 run, snapped a little streak where he had gone the final prior 3 appearances without a run allowed. So on the season, 3 earned runs in just under 6 innings, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 6 hits. Trying to get 1 out here in the 6th inning. And trying to get it on Jack Van Remortel, who's 3rd on the team with a .281 batting average out of University of Michigan. The senior returns 23 next month. Big at bat because he's the tying run. And if he gets his 4th home run in the last 3 games, it would tie the game, bring Bellingham back, who have snapped the streak. Ridgefield had scored 9 unanswered runs, but Bellingham has bookended the scoring today. They scored the first 3 runs today. They have scored the last 3 runs today. And if I had to guess, I would say they won't end up being the last runs, as we're in the 6th, and we've already seen 15 runs and 18 hits in the ballgame between these 2 teams. And Andy Evans will try to slow down that roll and get an out here and limit the damage against Bellingham. Like I said, Ridgefield and Bellingham, 10th game all-time between these two teams. Bellingham 6-3 in the matchup. Ridgefield took 2 of 3 at home last year against the Bells. Got swept at Joe Martin Field. Ridgefield has never won a series opener against Bellingham. Not once. They're 0-3. Could do that here against the Bells. Well, Andy Evans ready to go after finishing his warm-up pitches. Jack Van Remortel will step in. Right-hand hitting third baseman against right-hand pitcher from Spokane Falls Community College. Andy Evans to the mound. Shakes off the first suggestion from Jacob Sharp and agrees on the second. Comes set. 2 down, 2 on. 3-run game. Evans looking back at second. Kicks home, and the first pitch high at 84 miles an hour. Andy Evans, who works with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup. Throws the changeup least often. And would probably not throw it at all this at-bat with a right-hand batter at the plate. It'll go 4-seamer and slider. 1-0 pitch with a runner going and might have him picked off. No, he gets back. A little bluff from Hainline, who started to steal and then stops halfway through. Sharp came out of his crouch but did not throw. Hainline back to second. Hage back to first. It was a ball outside, 2-0. Andy Evans behind in the count, tying run at the plate with Van Remortel, the home run slugger, representing the tying run. 2-0 pitch to him is high, ball 3. 1 ball away from walking the bases loaded and putting the go-ahead run at the plate. And it would be Justin Thorstensen, who's maybe their strongest player. Big dude, he's on deck, left-handed hitter. He's the only lefty and advantage batter there. The other 8 are all right-handed hitters. 3-0 the count from Andy Evans. Fastball low, ball 4. They'll bring up Justin Thorstensen with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Tying run at first, go-ahead run at the plate. 4-pitch walk. And now bring up JT. Oregon State coaches call him probably the strongest player on the team. Strong as an ox, I've heard him described. First pitch to Justin with 2 down is below the knees, ball 1. Bases loaded. 2 outs, 3-run lead, but that lead could evaporate in a hurry. It already has been cut in half, essentially. There's the 1-0, off speed, high and away, ball 2. 6 pitches, all outside the strike zone, and Jacob Sharp comes out to chat with Andy Evans. Already the third mound visit today for Ridgefield, using 3 through the first 6 innings. They still lead 9-6, but have given up 3 runs this inning, and Bellingham has batted around the order. Justin Thorstensen, 9th hitter to come to the plate. He has walked twice and popped out once. Steps back in ahead 2-0. 2 outs, bases juiced. Now the shadows covering the entire field. Just prior to sunset, but just below the trees out in the horizon behind us, and so the right fielder Prokes no longer dealing with the sun. The wind blowing steadily out to right, not too hard, but decent. 2-0 pitch to Thorstensen, ground ball toward short. Mikey Kane has to run in a hurry. Fields throws to first in time. Got Thorstensen to leave the bases loaded. Andy Evans gives up a walk to load the bases, but that just made it a little more dramatic for the putout. 3 runs come in on 3 hits, 2 errors, 3 left aboard. And it's still a 3-run lead for the Raptors. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Raptors ahead 9-6.
Ridgefield Main Street supports the Raptors and is dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of downtown Ridgefield while advocating for its future. See you downtown and at ridgefieldmainstreet.com.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel in the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
Well, it could have been worse for the Ridgefield Raptors. They came into the 6th inning with a 6-run lead. It's cut in half, but they do strand the bases loaded on a ground ball that Mikey Kane fields and throws to first in time. And so Ridgefield maintains a lead. It's 9-6 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Aiden Rodell stays in the game for Bellingham. The right-hander will pitch against Trent Prokes for the second time. Trent led off last inning as Ridgefield totaled 5 runs on 5 hits, including Prokes doubling to left field to lead off last inning. Now Rodell will face him for a second time. Prokes was followed by Will Chambers homering, and then Doyle Kane doubled, Mikey Kane single last inning. First pitch, a changeup away, ball 1. Justin Trimble also homered, plus walks for Kirkpatrick and Sharp. That was the big 5th inning. 1-0 pitch is high, ball 2. Rodell a chance to calm things down. Not many guys, can do that well. Give up 5 runs, come back for a better inning and not allow anything, but maybe he has it in him here in the 6th. 2-0 pitch is swung on, hit well to center field. Will take Bythewood back towards the warning track, and that ball over the batter's eye and a home run to dead center. Trent Prokes' first home run of the year, and he leaves the yard to straightaway center field. The Raptors have double-digit runs. It's 10-6 thanks to Trent Prokes.
Folks, that ball came off his bat at 100 miles an hour. 25
Right to straightaway center. Ridgefield got 2 home runs last inning to right field. He homers over the batter's eye. 373 feet and 100 miles an hour off the bat. It's not especially deep here at the Rourke. About 360 to dead center. That one just got over the wall. And well hit, 100 miles, like I said, on the exit velocity. Now Will Chambers, who homered last inning, takes a changeup for a ball. 10-6, Ridgefield back in front, having scored 7 runs in the last 3 innings, and there's still nobody out here in the 6th. Will Chambers taking another pitch outside. It's ball 2 from Aiden Rodell. He's out of Skagit Valley College. Same institution as Tanner Jocks, who was Ridgefield's starting shortstop last year. 2-0 the count from Aiden Rodell. Into the wind and deals to Chambers. Swings out in front of the change, and it's strike 1. Chambers notching his 5th home run of the year last inning. Last year, had 10 home runs, including non-league games, and 10 doubles. 2-1 pitch, hanging breaking ball high. Had one of those doubles against Bellingham last year, and in Joe Martin Field. Doubles were hard to come by up in Bellingham last year as the Bells swept Ridgefield. 3-1 pitch hit high down the left field side. That'll take Thorstensen back to the warning track. He has a play on it, and he does make the catch just in front of the track. And Chambers a high fly out to left field. And there's one out here in the 6th. Doyle Kane will come up, who hit the top of the wall last at bat in right field. Went for a double. He is 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles today. Gets to his 40th hit. Coming in next on the team at 31 hits. And Doyle has 40. He's at the plate with those 2 extra base hits on the day. 10-6 lead. Bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball up. Ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Beautiful night here in Ridgefield. Under the shadows, blue skies with some clouds overhead. Vivid blue hues and sun setting behind us as we speak. 1-0 pitch is inside for ball 2. And if you can't get enough here tonight, you can come out tomorrow or any of the 6 games. 6-game homestand this week. Final one of the year for that much. Not a lot of home games after this week, however. 2-0 pitch to Kane, drops in for strike one. After this week, following this homestand, Ridgefield will still have 18 games in the year, 13 of which will be on the road. 2-1 pitch is hit foul. So make sure you get out of the ballpark this week if you want to catch some home games for the Raptors. Tomorrow is Pink Lemonade Night. We'll auction off the jerseys and help out cancer research. Then Thursday is Adidas giveaway night. 2-2 the count to Doyle Kane with one away. Here's the pitch, a line drive right at the second baseman. Russell puts his glove up and doesn't really need to move at all. Pretty hard hit line drive, but Doyle Kane is out number 2. Mikey Kane, the batter, is 1 for 3 on the day. 2 outs, nobody on for Mikey. And a 4-run lead for the Raptors. Andy Evans will probably come back out to pitch in the 7th, having faced just 2 batters in the 6th. After him, Ridgefield will kind of piece it together. As Kane swings at the first pitch, ground ball. Third baseman Van Remortel dives. It's past him into left. And a 2-out base hit for Mikey Kane. He's got singles in back-to-back innings, and he's 2 for 4 on the day. Good work for Mikey Kane to pick up a multiple hit game right after snapping his 8-game hit streak. And he has reached base in 13 games in a row. So Alex Sepulveda is up next.
And here at the plate is Alex Sepulveda.
He's already got a double to left center that one hopped to the wall, plus an RBI ground out and a walk. 2-run scoring on the day for the College of the Canyons outfielder. Takes a pitch high. Went to L.A. Mission this year. Transfers within the Western State Conference to COC. He was living at home. He's from Reseda, California, not far from where L.A. Mission is, and barely a longer drive to College of the Canyons in Santa Clarita, so he can continue to live at home for his final year at the JUCO level. Ground ball on the 1-0 pitch, fielded by Van Remortel. He can throw to first and just in time. Sepulveda beat it out almost and would have extended the inning. But Van Remortel just barely makes the throw in time, and that closes the frame. A solo leadoff home run for Trent Prokes to get Ridgefield back on the board again. And Ridgefield will switch pitchers here. Eli Schubert will come in to pitch the 7th inning when we return. He'll work with a lead of 10-6 is the margin. Stay with us.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Ridgefield Main Street is working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing the economic opportunities for businesses located in our downtown. Follow Pioneer Street West to experience the heart of Ridgefield.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
It's been a fun night for baseball so far. A couple comebacks here as Bellingham trying to get on the comeback trail after Ridgefield came back from a 3-0 deficit. Through 6 innings from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. The visiting Bellingham Bells with 6 runs on 7 hits, no errors. And the Ridgefield Raptors 10 runs on 13 hits, 4 errors on the day for Ridgefield. Trying to clean up the defense here in the final trimester of the game. Eli Schubert on the mound to begin the 7th inning. First pitch is roped to the outfield by Hainline, deep left field, but Cavanis works over into the gap. And it kind of dies in left center. Got fairly deep, but not warning track level. And Elijah Hainline, Christopher Campos, my apologies, he led off last inning. Campos flies out. And an F8 to left center. Blake Conrad, the batter, who homered in his last at-bat last inning. 2-run shot to cut into the lead. And Bellingham would score another run after that. Schubert throws this first pitch to him for a strike. Eli Schubert making his 27th career appearance in a Raptors uniform. Just completed his 60th inning by getting that out. Put him at an even 60 innings. 74 career strikeouts in a Raptors uniform. A slider down and away. He and Ryan Harvey returned to the Raptors this year. 2 pitchers. Harvey started this game. Schubert kind of the closer or setup man or early reliever. He'll be using a variety of roles. Today he pitches in the 7th. 1-1 fastball is lined back up the middle past the feet of Eli Schubert and into center field. And a base hit for Blake Conrad, who has had a heck of a day. 3 for 4. A double, a home run, a single. And this one back up the middle for a 1-out base hit in the 7th. 10-6 the lead for Ridgefield. Jaden Matthews the batter. With 1 away in the 7th inning. Gorgeous skyline here in Ridgefield, playing under the lights at the Rourke. First pitch to Matthews. Good-looking slider from Eli Schubert. It's 0-1. He was showing me how he throws his slider. Really torques the arm. His idea is just get the palm up, get your hand under the ball, and use the kind of two-seam grip and really just yank that thing. 0-1 pitch is lined down the right field side. Will tail foul, and it's 0-2. Also throws a changeup and a curveball that'll mix in there from time to time. But for the most part, he's a two-seam fastball and a slider guy. Threw a four-seamer last year, but dropped that and changed to a two-seam grip. Got some sinker action on it. And mixes well, tunnels with the slider. The 0-2 pitch from Eli gets to the slider, fouled away. Good work by Matthews to stay with it. The Edmonds Community College right-hand hitter, starting in right field today, has seen a couple home runs go over his head, now trying to notch a base hit of his own. 0-for-3 on the day. The 0-2 pitch from Schubert gets the two-seam fastball up to 93 miles an hour. It's fouled back. 1 out, 1 on. Middle infield in double play territory with Mikey Kane and Nate Kirkpatrick, the combo. Jacob Sharp behind the dish. Justin Trimble at the hot corner. Doyle Kane holding the runner on at first. The 0-2 from Eli Schubert. Slider swung on and missed. Strike 3. The 75th career strikeout for Eli Schubert. And it's the second out of the inning here in the 7th.
The taco meat is warming up.
What a career for Eli Schubert. Pitched last year for the Raptors and arguably their best pitcher on the season. Also pitched in 2019 when he was an underclassman out of Lower Columbia College before transferring to LC State. Now a slider fouled away by Toussaint Bythewood. Eli Schubert playing his final season for the Raptors this year. One more year of eligibility at Lewis Clark State. He turns 25 years old this October. How about that? The 0-1 pitch from Eli. Fastball hit hard to left field, and Alex Sepulveda has to play it on a hop. It's a 2-out single for Toussaint Bythewood, and the Bells have alternated hits and outs this inning. Fly out, single, strikeout, single. And now Cody Russell, the batter, with 2 down and 2 on. 10-6 is the advantage for the Raptors, but Bellingham has continued to threaten. Stranded 3 in the base paths last inning. Here's the first pitch to Russell. It's just off the plate, and ball 1. Runners in first and second. Eli Schubert working from the stretch against Cody Russell. Top of the order awaits if Russell can get on with 2 outs. So big at-bat here as Schubert tries to end the inning. Put a 0 on the board. 1-0 pitch. Two-seamer just outside. He's behind 2-0. Schubert, who got married here on the field last year to his wife Erin. They're coming up on their anniversary 2 days from now. And then a couple days, I think it's the very next day, was their kind of family ceremony. 2-0 pitch inside, ball 3, 3-0. 2 on, 2 outs for Eli Schubert. And a 4-run lead for the Raptors. The 3-0 pitch is a strike to Cody Russell. Schubert comes set for the 3-1 pitch. Big one here to try to get back into the zone, and it's on the inside corner, strike 2. Full count, 2 outs. Tying run on deck for the Bells. It'll be the top of the order if they can get to Elijah Hainline and the rest of the Bells lineup. Eli Schubert looking into Jacob Sharp. Now comes set with his hands shoulder high. The 3-2 pitch, high breaking ball, and ball 4. And the bases are loaded here in the 7th inning. Seemed like the runner from second, Conrad, may have lost track of the count. Bythewood was stealing behind him, which he should have been doing. It was 3-2, 2 outs, but Conrad not going on the pitch. But doesn't matter, gets to third on the walk. And now Tyler Raskin, the pitching coach, will come out to talk with Eli Schubert. Bases loaded, 2 outs, just like last inning, when Bellingham had already scored 3 runs. Ridgefield did strand the bases loaded, but do they have the same fate this inning with a tying run at the plate? And Elijah Hainline has got 3 home runs on the year, a double today, hitting 300 coming in on the season. Hey fans, Evergreen Home Loans wants to let you know that you can speed through the bases with Don Bell on your team. With over 30 years of experience, Don will help your family get home. Jacob Sharp walks back behind the dish. Eli Schubert ready to go, has given up 2 singles and a walk. Does have 2 outs, so he could still post a 0 on the board, but he's got to get an out against their leadoff man. First baseman Elijah Hainline at the plate. First pitch to him is popped up. Does it stay in play? Doyle Kane sprinting in. Sharp underneath it. The catcher ditches the mask, and he makes the catch next to the on-deck circle and puts away Elijah Hainline. Eli Schubert loads the bases. The 1 pitch after the mound visit, and after loading him on the walk, gets a foul out to retire the side. 2 hits and 3 left on. They strand the bases loaded in consecutive innings, and Ridgefield remains up by 4. 10-6 is the margin. Don't go away. It's time to stretch from Ridgefield. Bottom of the 7th after this.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. And we've got a new pitcher, Austin Sheldon, coming in for the Bellingham Bells to make his debut. Ridgefield leading 10-6 in this contest in the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Nate Kirkpatrick, Justin Trimble, and Jacob Sharp, the batters, in the home half of the 7th inning. Ridgefield coming back from a 3-0 deficit to lead 10-6 at the moment. Well, the West Coast League Southern Division has a new leader Almost always you can say the Corvallis Knights are in first place. No longer is that true. After coming into today's action, the Portland Pickles owning the first spot in the Southern Division, and it looks like they're going to stay there. They lead Springfield 10-1 in the bottom of the ninth. Portland swept Walla Walla this past weekend, while Corvallis lost the series to Ridgefield last week and Bend. They lost both series last week to drop from first place. Last time Corvallis did not have the top record at the end of a year, 2018. And it was the Pickles when one game ahead of Corvallis. That was before Ridgefield was even in the league. Didn't exist yet. And every year since, Corvallis has been first. Maybe this is the year. Whether the Pickles or the Raptors could take them down. Ridgefield just a couple games back. As Nate Kirkpatrick steps in. Bottom of the seventh, and the first pitch from Sheldon is inside. Debut performance from Austin Sheldon, the right-hander on the mound to face Kirkpatrick, who's had a good day. An RBI, a walk, and a sac bunt in his 3 plate appearances. He fights this one off foul. It's 1-1 to the incoming freshman at St. Mary's. Kirkpatrick, the 8-hole hitter today. The outfield playing straight up to him. Same for the infield. Under the pink-hued clouds, takes the third pitch for a strike. It's 1-2. So Ridgefield 2.5 games back of Portland. Just a half game behind Corvallis and Bend. So Ridgefield technically in fourth. The 1-2 pitch. Kirkpatrick stays afloat by fouling it back, reaching out with a barrel and poking it behind home plate. Now the good thing with Ridgefield, those teams ahead of them are good teams, Corvallis, Bend, Portland, but Ridgefield has played well against those teams. They're 6-4 against those squads. 1-2 pitch is low, ball 2. Ridgefield has already played 1 series against Corvallis and 2 series against Portland. And so far going, or 6-3 actually, against those teams. 2-2 pitch to Kirkpatrick, bounces at third base side, and just foul by a foot or two. Against Austin Sheldon, against Nate Kirkpatrick. On deck is Justin Trimble. Now Ridgefield has not faced Bend yet. They will do that soon. Next week, Ridgefield goes on the road for the first of 2 series the Raptors will play against Bend. They don't face them until the second half. Those will be big series for Ridgefield. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Sheldon. Swung on, ground ball towards second. It eats up Russell, and it's into right field. Hard hit ball, and Russell was unable to handle the second hop and call it a hit. And Nate Kirkpatrick gets his third base hit of the season. And he leads off the 7th inning with a single. Good job by Nate Kirkpatrick to reach. And Justin Trimble comes up. 2 for 3 with a double and a home run. Best day of the season for Justin Trimble. It was 3 for 29 coming in on the year. And it's 2 for 3 today. 2 extra base hits. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1 from, from Austin Sheldon. Pitches for Lower Columbia College in Longview, Washington. A JUCO in the NWAC. His head coach is Adam Gieslin, also the skipper with the Bells. 1-0 pitch to Trimble is on the outside for strike 1. One and one count to Justin Trimble, left-hand hitter. Watches the middle infielders close toward second, hoping for a ground ball their way. Runner at first, nobody out. Trimble swings and clips it foul behind home plate. Jacob Sharp in the on-deck circle. Goes over to pick it up. Top of the order waiting. Sharp, Cavanis, Prokes. Heavy part of the lineup coming up. Murderer's Row after this. That top of the order has produced some serious pop. With Jacob Sharp reaching 3 of the 4 times. Prokes a home run, a double, 2 singles. The 1-2 pitch is above the belt, ball 2. Trent Prokes, I said it after his first 2 singles that he might end up leading the league in batting average by the time this day was done. He came in just behind first place, and he has gone 4 for 4 today with a double and a home run. So first place awaits for Trent Prokes, perhaps. 2-2 pitches outside, ball 3. And a full count to Justin Trimble. He's hoping for a 3-hit day. Would be his first as a Raptor. Could double the season total on base hits. As a runner on first, Kirkpatrick being held on. Bottom half of the 7th inning. Austin Sheldon comes home. Fastball sliced foul down the left field side. Kirkpatrick was stealing on the play. On the 3-2 pitch. How about some of the Mariners' antics this past series? What a 4-game set it was against Toronto. As Ridgefield came in on a 4-game win streak against the Blue Jays, the team they were chasing, one of the teams they're chasing in the wild card race, and doubled their win streak 4 games in a row against the Blue Jays. And extend to a 8-game win streak, and they tied up Toronto by the end of that streak for the 3rd wild card spot. Here's the payoff to Trimble. It's low and outside, ball 4. And the first 2 guys reach here in the 7th inning. Single and a walk. Kirkpatrick to scoring position, and the top of the order comes up with nobody out. Big opportunity for the Raptors to put some distance against the Bells. A 10-6 lead is good, but with the Bells getting the bases loaded the last 2 innings and leaving them stranded, you kind of feel like you're playing with fire a little bit. And who knows how long you can hold that dam before it bursts. And Bellingham already scoring 6 runs today in a pair of 3-run innings. So their offense can explode at any time. So Ridgefield will like a larger lead if they can. 4 runs is good. Like I said, nothing wrong with a 4-run lead. But first and second, nobody out. Top of the order. Jacob Sharp at the plate. First pitch to him is swung on. Ground ball, third base side, and foul. This is the 5th plate appearance of the day for Jacob Sharp, which means when you look at the league leaderboard on Point Streak, if you can go online on your laptop, look up all the stats. They're available for public use, and you will see now Jacob Sharp on the leaderboard. You won't see him right now. He does not qualify, but with 5 plate appearances today, he will qualify, and he will be first in the league. Tomorrow morning, check it. You'll see Jacob Sharp first in the league in slugging percentage, even if he had gone 0 for 5 today. And he hasn't. He's 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Just needed 5 plate appearances. Not at-bats, just a plate appearance will do. And he has walked twice. His last 2 plate appearances have been 4-pitch walks. So he has not seen a strike since the 2nd inning until he just fouled that one off. So an 0-1 count from Sheldon. Here's the second pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Kirkpatrick in scoring position. Behind him at first base is Justin Trimble. Nobody out in the bottom half of the 7th. Ridgefield ahead 10-6 with 14 hits on the day. Sheldon looking back at second. The 1-1. Sharp ropes at third base side. Van Remortel gets his glove on it, and he won't have anywhere to go. It's an infield single for Jacob Sharp, and it loads the bases in the 7th. He's got 2 hits and 2 walks, does Jacob Sharp. And now it's Austin Cavanis to the plate. Nice play by Van Remortel just to get his glove on it, but would have needed a Manny Machado-esque play to get out Jacob Sharp, or maybe could have run it to the bag at third had he fielded it cleanly, get the force out there, but couldn't quite corral it. And Kirkpatrick safe at third, Trimble into second, Sharp at first, and Austin Cavanis with the bases loaded. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th, 4-run lead. Austin Sheldon from the stretch comes home. Cavanis takes, low and away. Bellingham has left the bases loaded the last 2 innings. Ridgefield loads the bases and tries to capitalize in a way that Bellingham has not done. Although Bellingham did score 3 runs earlier in the inning, in the 5th, or the 6th, pardon me, but did ultimately leave the bases loaded. Cavanis pops this one up, foul, out of play. And a 1-1 count to the Cal Poly outfielder, hitting .288 on the summer. Really fun to just see Austin Cavanis out there on the field and playing. He did not play at Cal Poly this year due to hip surgery he had in December, and felt good by the end of the spring season, but just couldn't quite make an appearance by the end of the year, didn't want to risk it, and got a medical red shirt anyways. But now he's on the field healthy. 1-1 pitch, ground ball up the middle, could be 2. Campos runs to the back, throws to first, and gets away from the first baseman Hainline. And Cavanis is safe at first. It scores a run with Kirkpatrick scoring, and so Ridgefield goes up 11-6 on the ground ball. Cavanis safe at first, and now it's runners on the corners for Trent Prokes. So just a fielder's choice, and 1 out on the sequence.
He did it last time. Can he do it again?
And now Trent Prokes to the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Prokes, who homered last at bat. And it's only 1 out here in the 7th inning. Austin Sheldon comes home, and it's outside for ball 1. We are still on triples watch in Ridgefield. A triple would give Prokes the cycle. No player has hit a triple yet for Ridgefield this season. Just about to hit our 70th triple around the league this summer, if there is any tonight. Second pitch is outside for ball 2. So on average, teams have 4, give or take. Most teams right around there. Last year, Ridgefield has had 9 as a team, but none yet this year, over halfway through the season. We'll get one eventually, most likely. 2-0 pitch is high, ball 3. The ironic thing is that Ridgefield has led the league most of the year in slugging percentage. It's just been a lot of doubles and home runs and a lot of singles, too. The other funny part is that there's one other team. There's 2 teams left that don't have a triple. Ridgefield and Port Angeles, and they are last in the league in slugging percentage. Ridgefield has been first most of the year. 3-0 pitch. Prokes is taking all the way. It's 3-1. Runners in the corners, 1 out. 11-6 is the lead for the Raptors. Home half of the 7th. Here's the 3-1 to Prokes, and it's outside, ball 4. The bases are loaded. He's got 2 singles, a double, a home run, and now a walk. A guy who was already 4th in the league in on-base percentage at .458, and he has reached in all 5 plate appearances today. And now Will Chambers comes up. Last year's home run leader in the league, and a home run hitter today. 2-run bomb to right field. 101 miles an hour off the bat for Will Chambers in the 5th inning for a 2 RBI home run. And now comes to the plate with the bases loaded. 1 out, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. 1 run in on the inning as Ridgefield has scored every inning save for the 3rd. And they lead it 11-6. Could make it a lot more dangerous here with Will Chambers finding a gap. Austin Sheldon comes set with his hands belly button high. 0-1 pitch, big wave and a foul tip for strike 2. Doyle Kane is on deck. Will Chambers at the plate. Kirkpatrick the runner at 3rd. Kirkpatrick scored. Trimble at 3rd. Cavanis at 2nd. Prokes at 1st. No balls, 2 strikes to Will Chambers. The next pitch, breaking ball outside. And ball 1 to Will. Flew out to left field near the warning track his last at-bat, 1 inning after his home run. 1 to right field for the dinger. That fly ball deep left field. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Will. He almost swings, but holds back on the pitch in the turf. Ball 2. Ridgefield scoring 5 runs in the 5th inning. Have tacked on 1 in the 6th and 1 here. But that number could change crooked in a hurry. Bases loaded. 2-2 pitch swung on. Grounder right field side. Russell goes to short and throws it away. Austin Cavanis will get back to 3rd, and now he'll score. Will Chambers gets to 2nd. And Prokes into 3rd. It scores 2 runs on the sequence. And what may have been a double play ball would have been tough to get 2 out of it. But Chambers gets to 2nd. Ridgefield scores 2. They're up 13-6 on the throwing error and fielder's choice by Cody Russell. Went past Campos and into left field. And Austin Cavanis had no idea where that ball was at first. He went back to 3rd, even though that ball was getting into the left field side. And that's why Prokes couldn't advance to 3rd until he was sure Cavanis was running. And Chambers got stuck at 2nd, hoping that the runners would advance. They did, and so he took 2nd. And there's still only 1 out. And they may make a change here. Some activity going on in the Bellingham bullpen. I think they're just starting to get a guy up, so no change here. It'll be runners in 2nd and 3rd. 13-6, Ridgefield up by 7. On a fielder's choice plus an error on Russell, their first error of the day. So E4, fielder's choice to 2nd, Prokes to 3rd. It scores Cavanis. It scored Trimble. And Ridgefield has planted 3 runs on the board here in the 7th inning. Doyle Kane to the plate, who's got 2 doubles today. 16 hits on the contest. No, pardon me, 15. Just, 15 hits on the day for
your first baseman, Doyle Kane.
For Ridgefield today. And now Doyle Kane looking to add on to it. 2 for 4. 2 doubles. 2 runners in scoring position here. First pitch to him, he slaps it foul, right field side, 0-1. Ridgefield began this inning with a single by Nate Kirkpatrick, a walk for Trimble, a single for Sharp. Cavanis reached on a fielder's choice. Prokes walked, and Chambers grounded a ball towards the right side, and Russell trying to go to second for the first out and threw it into left field. Doyle Kane takes a pitch in the dirt, ball 1. 1-1 the count, 1 away here in the 7th inning. Ridgefield got down 3-0 in this game, proceeded to score 9 unanswered runs, then gave up 3 more, and have now scored 4 more unanswered runs. The 1-1 pitch to Doyle Kane. Checks his swing. Low. Ball 2. 2-1 to Doyle. 1 out, 2 on. His brother Mikey is on deck, who is also 2 for 4 today. Both Kane brothers from Santa Clarita played for College of the Canyons this year. And 2 of the top hitters on the team. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball third base side. Van Remortel throws home. Will get in a pickle. It's Trent Prokes who tries to get away from the catcher. He does get the out. And Will Chambers gets to third on the sequence. It's a fielder's choice. 5-2. And that puts away Prokes in between third and the plate. And now it's runners in the corners as Ridgefield uses an out and loses 90 feet. And so Doyle Kane reaches first on the play. And Chambers to third. Mikey Kane, the batter, with 2 down.
Now at the plate is Mikey Kane.
Bottom of the 7th. Can Ridgefield add a little more here? Sheldon to the plate. And it's on the outside for strike 1. 0-1 the count as Ridgefield has added 2 hits in this inning. Helped out by an error. And 3 runs. One of their best days of the year. Coming back from a tough series in Yakima. Pitch outside for ball 1. And Ridgefield's offense really stymied against the Pippins. They did score 11 runs on the opener, but helped out by 6 errors. And they just had 8 singles on the day, no extra base hits, and then just scored 4 runs between the next 2 days combined. As Mikey Kane fouls one back. It's 1-2. So on the series, they had 19 hits, which is decent, but only 1 double, and lost the last 2 games. This one not over, but leading 13-6 in the 7th inning. Really good start to the series for the Raptors. 1-2 breaking ball. Kane gets a hold of it, barrels it up to left field. Thorstensen back. He has a play on it, and he is able to pull it in shy of the fence for the 3rd out. Ridgefield brings up 8 batters to the plate, scores 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left aboard. We head to the 8th inning here in Ridgefield. Eli Schubert comes back out for another inning of work when we return.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
get to the top of the 8th inning here in Ridgefield. The Raptors leading by a score of 13-6. And it looks like there is a couple defensive, just one defensive change. In right field, Latif Wakil has swapped in for Trent Prokes, who will finish his line with a pretty darn good day at the plate. Prokes reaches 5 times. 2 singles, a double, a home run, and a walk. And so his day is done. Latif Wakil out into right here in the 8th. Cole Hage is the batter against Eli Schubert to lead off the 8th inning. And the first pitch is a strike from Eli. The right-hander comes back, and a check swing held back. Ball 1. Eli Schubert out of Lewis Clark State. Had a pretty good year this year for the Warriors. Pitched 32 innings, had a 2.51 ERA. At the NAIA level, 39 strikeouts to just 9 walks. The 1-1 pitch from Shuby is a slider for a strike, 1-2 from Eli. Right-hand pitcher against right-hand hitter Cole Hage, 1 for 3. With a single and a walk today for the Columbia University slugger. The 1-2 pitch to him, slider, he taps at it, grounds it, fair ball third base side. Trimble throws a dart to first base and gets him on the 5-3 ground out, 1 away. Eli Schubert also got a leadoff out last inning, his first inning out of the pen. Got the first guy, ended up loading the bases with 2 singles and a walk, but got out of it with a foul out and did not allow a run in the 7th. Similarly, gets the leadoff guy out and will try for a less dramatic 8th inning. Here's Jack Van Remortel. First pitch skips it foul. Ridgefield with 15 hits on the day, 13 runs. Leading Bellingham 13-6. The Bells leading the league, 21-8 record. And have been really solid this whole year. 0-1 the count from Schubert, and the sinker low for a ball, 1-1. 4th series ever. And Ridgefield has never won a series opener against Bellingham. Usually low-scoring games at Joe Martin Field and high-scoring games here at the Rourke, and this one true to form. 1-1 pitch, and it skips off of the catcher. I don't think it hit Van Remortel. I think that one clipped off the glove of Sharp. And it's ball 2, 2-1. This also continues a trend where every game these two teams have played here at the Rourke, the winning team had 7 runs or more. And that will be true again tonight. The 2-1 pitch upcoming from Eli Schubert from the stretch. A slider into the zone. Evens up the count. Good break on that slider that just runs and runs and runs. Some serious horizontal movement on that slider. Schubert looking into Jacob Sharp as 2 strikes and 1 out. Bases empty. Kicks for the 2-2 slider. That's too far outside, but Van Remortel offered. Went halfway around and could not hold back on that breaking ball. Strike 3. Second strikeout of the day for Eli Schubert, and there's 2 down. Nobody on base for Justin Thorstensen, who had the bases loaded last at bat. This time, opposite scenario. Bases empty, 2 down. He grounded out to leave 3 on the base paths. He was the go-ahead run when he came up. This time, Bellingham down by 7. Bases empty. First pitch outside. And 1-0. Thorstensen with 2 walks. He's 0 for 2 today. The 1-0 pitch to him, a slider that comes back over the plate for strike 1 as Schubert keeps on throwing that breaking ball. Really just mixing the slider and the sinker today. Usually his most 2, but he's gone pretty much exclusively those 2. 1-1 sinker, fouled at the plate, and that got Nick Hudlow, I think, in the leg. The umpire, unfortunately, took a clip, and Elijah Bester sprints in to check on his umpiring mate. I hope Hudlow will be okay. Just took a carom off the bat of Thorstensen on foot or leg or somewhere, and I think he'll be all right. Elijah Bester gives him a pat on the shoulder, and they'll both continue. Flashes a thumbs up to Mason Trees Eyes, the trainer, who started to walk onto the field, asking him if he needed some attention. Waves him off. 2 down, nobody on. 13-6, the lead for Ridgefield. Top half of the 8th. Play again tomorrow at 6:35, and every game this homestand, except for Sunday, we play at 1:05. Springfield coming to town for the weekend series. Bellingham stays here tomorrow and Thursday. 1-2 pitch. Thorstensen under it into left field. Sepulveda a long run. He can't get there. In no man's land, and with the spin, it gets all the way near the wall on the left field side. And Thorstensen has himself a bloop double down the left field line and a 2-out extra base hit for the Oregon State slugger, Justin Thorstensen. Nice piece of work to stay inside that ball and just hit him where nobody was. The double down the left field side. And Thorstensen into scoring position for Christopher Campos. Campos has a fly out, a hit by pitch, an error, reached and scored, and a fly out. He lines the first pitch to Doyle Kane. He goes down to his knees and slides for the catch. The first baseman flashing the leather. And one pitch after the double, Eli Schubert strands a runner in scoring position. The Bells have left 11 on the base paths today, and the Raptors lead it 13-6. To the bottom of the 8th we go from Ridgefield. Stay with us on the Raptors live stream.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 1:05 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Well, Ridgefield hopes this is their last time at the plate. They're up by 7, bottom of the 8th inning. And it'll be the bottom of the order coming up for the Raptors. After almost hitting around the order last inning, scoring 3 more. It'll be 7, 8, 9 to the plate. Sepulveda, Kirkpatrick, and Trimble. And it looks like we've got a position player pitching now for the Bells. Jace Phelan comes in, first baseman from Washington State, out of Otis Orchards, Washington. And the 6'2", 215-pounder comes in for his first pitching performance of the year. Good friends with Jeter Sherman out of Spokane Falls Community College. And they played club ball growing up together and good buddies. And Phelan comes in to pitch against the Raptors here in the 8th. He will face Alex Sepulveda to lead off, as Ridgefield leads at 13-7 here in the 8th inning. Sepulveda's had a good day. A walk, a double, an RBI ground out. So he's 1 for 3 with another ground out as well. Skips the first pitch foul. He scored in the 2nd inning to tie the game. Scored in the 4th inning to take a lead. And Ridgefield has not given that lead up. He also added that RBI in the 5th for some insurance runs. Here's the 0-1 to him. It's outside. Ball 1 from Phelan. Mentioned the Seattle Mariners earlier with that crazy 4-game win streak against the Blue Jays, 4-game sweep, as Sepulveda asked for time and a late granted request. Phelan taps his chest and says, "My bad," as Sepulveda was asking for time, and they avoid further histrionics with Phelan calming it down by saying, it's my fault, so all good. 1-1 pitch for a strike. And a 1-2 count to Alex Sepulveda. Leading off here in the 8th with a 7-run lead. Phelan comes home with the 1-2, breaking ball, and Sepulveda underneath it. His first pitching performance, but you can tell he's got an arsenal. Tries to throw the breaker there, and Sepulveda gets enough of it to stay alive. 1-2 the count from Jace Phelan. Looking in and tosses a fastball at 84. Good velo for Jace Phelan. For a position player to toss in at 84 is respectable. But he misses down and away. 2-2 the count to Alex Sepulveda. Here's the next pitch to Alex. Breaking ball. Got him to swing and miss. And Jace Phelan got himself a strikeout. And it'll be Nate Kirkpatrick up next. So the Seattle Mariners, they extended their win streak to 8 games by beating Toronto on Sunday. And it was one of the crazier games I've ever seen, just in terms of how Seattle got the win and some of the craziness of Toronto's defense earlier as Kirkpatrick takes the ball high. Bottom of the 5th inning, Seattle down by 3 on Sunday. Bases loaded, 1 out. Sam Haggerty had a comebacker back to the pitcher who throws home for the first out, then tries to double him up at first. Kirkpatrick takes a breaking ball strike. It's 1-1. So the catcher goes back to first. Moreno to Vladdy at first to try to get the inning-ending double play and beat him in time. Kirkpatrick takes another looping curve. 1-2 the count, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 8th. But the ball went through Vladdy's glove, broke the strings on his glove, would have ended the inning. There's the 1-2. Kirkpatrick gets under it. Fly ball to center. And playable for Bythewood, makes the catch. And there's 2 down here in the 8th. Justin Trimble will be the batter. So Vladdy would have made the catch at first, got through his glove into right field. A run came home on the sequence. Then Julio Rodriguez singled for another run. So 2 runs came in that inning when it would have ended had Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s glove not broken at first base. On a crazy sequence as Trimble takes a ball down and away. The funniest part of it all, Ridgefield ended up winning the game Seattle ended up winning the game 6-5. They won by 1 in a game where they got 2 runs out of an inning when it would have concluded had Vladimir Guerrero's glove not broken. I think that was the second time that's happened to Vladdy this year. Crazy. And Seattle gets an 8-game win streak out of it. 2-0 pitch. Trimble slices it to third, fielded by Van Remortel, throws across to first in time, and gets the out. I'll give you a trivia question, and I'll answer it when we come back. For Vladdy's glove to break at first base, the ball goes through his glove. Is that an error or not? That's the trivia question. I'll tell you after this when we come back. Ridgefield leading 13-6. The 9th inning coming up when we return.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Ridgefield 3 outs away from getting the series opening win against Bellingham for the first time ever. Ridgefield could improve to 18-12 here in the 30th game of the year. And coming in for the close, not a save opportunity, but the 9th inning, it's Michael Lozano comes in with a 2.7 ERA, makes his 7th appearance on the year, 10 innings. Just 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, 9 hits. and has not allowed an earned run in his last 4 appearances. He's 2-0 on the year. From Fullerton, plays for Hope International. And so Lozano will face the bottom half of the order. Conrad, Matthews, Bythewood are the scheduled hitters here in the 9th inning. Ridgefield leading at 13-6. Here's the trivia answer. If a ball goes through a player's glove and the glove breaks, is it an error? Is that the official ruling? The MLB has talked about it, and they have a situation. The scorers know if a ball goes through the glove, there's already a status quo. There's a procedure on this. Is it an error if it goes through the glove? The answer is it depends. It depends on the situation. If it's a batted ball, no, it's a hit. If it comes off the bat and a player's glove breaks, but a thrown ball, yes, it is an error. Weird situation. First pitch is fouled back from Conrad, 0-1. So that situation where Vladdy's glove broke at first base, it is an error because, well, I don't know why. I mean, that's just that's just how they do it. I mean, if it's a batted ball, the issue is a fielder has to make an ordinary effort. I mean, I'm trying to explain something that how can you really explain? It's such a weird situation. So that's their ruling. If it's a batted ball, the batter gets credit for hitting a ball hard enough to break the glove, but if it's a fielder, you can't give the hitter credit. The fielder should be able to make the play. So it's the best possible explanation, but just a weird what are you going to do there. Second pitch is a strike from Lozano. It's 0-2 to the leadoff man here in the 9th. The 0-2 pitch is high to Blake Conrad. He's had a good day today. 3 for 4, a single, a double, a home run for Blake Conrad. His second game in a Bell's uniform. Usually their bullpen catcher. He's their Cage Hardy. He's got a home run, a double, and a single today. Looking for another base hit to start a rally in the 9th. Outside, ball 2. Jaden Matthews on deck. Toussaint Bythewood would be up third here in the 9th inning. Ridgefield had won 5 series in a row before losing 2 out of 3 to Yakima. Can they start a new streak here? Try to win a series against Bellingham. A win here would go a long ways in that effort. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and Lozano starts out the 9th inning with a punch-out. And there's one away in the 9th. Ridgefield coming closer to a big victory against Bellingham. This is the Bells' 30th game of the year as well, and they will not lose double-digit games. Even if they lose tonight, they'll be 21-9. Still a really good start. Lozano against Jaden Matthews now, who takes the first pitch for a ball. Now, the other question, Bellingham and Ridgefield both have played the slight majority of their games against teams with a losing record. Still a lot of teams just under 500, good teams, but facing some tough teams here, going back to the top teams in the league. A foul ball back, it's 1-1. Bellingham has had 18 of their 29 games are versus teams with a sub-500 record. When they have faced teams with a winning record, they're 6-5. So respectable, and that's good to have a winning record, but not nearly the 21-8 mark, 70% winning clip. There's the 1-1 pitch fouled back. It's 1-2. Ridgefield, to their own credit, is 6-3 against teams with a winning record. Bellingham 6-5. Although Ridgefield does have a tougher schedule the rest of the way, 4 of their 8 remaining series, including this one, are against winning teams. Whereas Bellingham has just 1 series the rest of the summer against a team currently with a winning record. The 1-2 from Lozano, breaking ball stays high. And a 2-2 count from the Hope International right-hander. Michael Lozano trying to get another punch out here against Jaden Matthews, making his debut, looking for his first hit as a Bell. Lozano got the first guy out on a strikeout as a 2-2 count on the second man. 7-run lead to work with. Here's the 2-2, swung on. High chopper left side. Trimble runs in, throws to first, gets past Kane and to the right field side, and that will advance Matthews to second. It'll be an infield single, but plus an error probably, or maybe just a 2-pace error. I'll leave that up to you, Cage, but Matthews gets to second. It was weird. I'm not sure if it was up the line and Doyle Kane couldn't reach it because the runner was there, in which case I suppose you call it a throwing error, or maybe Kane just missed it. I mean, it looked online, but I couldn't see if he missed it or if the throw was wild. So it's either probably single with an error, but still you got to decide E5 or E3. And you think E3. Okay, fair enough. We'll go single plus E3 here in the 9th inning. 1 out. Ground ball towards second. Kirkpatrick works to his left. Fields throws to Kane. He makes that one. And second out of the inning. And runner advances to third as Bythewood grounds out, and Cody Russell will be the batter with 2 singles on the day. Ridgefield leads at 13-6. Lozano on the mound. Mentioned the coolness just seeing Austin Cavanis out on the field. He's the center fielder who working off hip surgery. Similar story for Lozano, who misses down ball 1. Coming off Tommy John surgery. Sort of the same thing as Cavanis, as they both got healthy as the spring went along. Cavanis never did appear in a game for Cal Poly, whereas Lozano did pitch in 10 games this year for Hope International. 1-0 pitch is up, ball 2. So he hadn't pitched in almost a year and a half, and kind of a slow start to the year, but once he got going towards the end of the spring, he said, I started feeling really good, was feeling healthy. Ended up with a 4.82 ERA, and has pitched really well for Ridgefield this year. 2-0 pitch, beyond sharp, and coming home to try to score on the play, and it'll come in with a throw, and then nice little acting job for Jaden Matthews, who got hit on the soft underhand toss. It didn't hurt, and he acted it up as a joke. I enjoy the comedy and the brevity from Jaden Matthews. And it's a wild pitch to score a run. And then puts his hands on his face as if he's in pain, but just a nice little moment of humor. I appreciate that. Cody Russell, the batter, with now the bases empty and a 3-0 count. 2 down. And now it's a 13-7 lead for Ridgefield. The 3-0 pitch is taken for a strike. Still an unearned run, at least at the moment. Cody Russell at the plate. 2 for 3 on the day. Started out 1 for 21 coming into today. So today has been a good turnaround day for Cody. Launches strike 2. 3-2 the count, 2 down. Lozano 1 strike away from putting the finishing touches on a series opening win. Put a snap to that 2-game losing streak. Get the series opening win. 3-2 pitch on the outside corner. Take it. Strike 3 called. Lozano finishes out in the 9th, and Ridgefield wins it running away. Gave up 3 runs in the top of the first inning, and they come away to outscore the Bells 13-4 from that point on, including a 5-run 5th inning. Heck of a day for Trent Prokes to get 2 singles, a double, a home run. Will Chambers also had a homer. Jacob Sharp had 2 base hits and 2 walks. Doyle Kane had 2 doubles. Mikey Kane had 2 singles. Alex Sepulveda had a double and an RBI. 2 runs scored. Kirkpatrick had a base hit. 2 runs scored, an RBI. And Justin Trimble, a walk, a run scored, a double, a home run, 2 RBIs, make it 3. Pardon me. And Ridgefield wins it. The Raptors improved to 18-12 on the year. Bellingham is now 21-9. Should be a good series tomorrow at 6:35. The Raptors go for the series win. Adam Giesel will be back here for Bellingham tomorrow. Hope you are as well here at the Rourke tomorrow night. Join us for Game 2 tomorrow. I'm signing off from Ridgefield. Josh Ward is my name. Hope to talk to you tomorrow for Game 2 of this series here from the Rourke. Until then, have a great day, everybody. Go Raptors.